It is a fast-acting viral strain that infects the host immediately, and upon getting sick, the infected will become racked with coughs, sweat profusely, and start to get the shivers and chills.
There he is, the legend. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. You can't literally run a promotion just for the AEW, what do they call them, sickos?
Thank you very much, TikTok and AEW. See you tonight.
Tony Khan started telling people there's no such thing as long-term booking anymore. It's week to week.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
We had just secured the bag.
It's not like I tried to be a character. It was just sort of happened naturally. But it was never something I intended. It was just something that happened because the wrestlers asked me to do things in matches, and I do them.
If you run a promotion just for the sickos, you're going to do 400,000 viewers eventually.
Mother effing Meltzer. You know that SmackDown actually went over and everything?
Yeah.
You know,
What's the point?
the point of SmackDown.
What are you getting at here?
That the DVRs didn't pick it up.
Did they not pick it up?
Mine didn't.
Let's get into everybody's favorite moment, and it is called Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week.
What would you like to listen to in your ears?
I'd like to hear the flute.
Well, if you'd like to flaunt your flute, then we can find you a flautist.
We had just secured the bag.
It doesn't help me.
Okay, so complain, but
I will complain.
Let me have my misery!
And when I heard that, I was like, what?
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
You got to run a promotion for everybody. The sickos can be the ones that buy tickets first and spend the most money on the merchandise.
Because we had just secured the bag.
But, you got to promote for everybody. Then you'll have a lot of viewers.
I think we proved a lot of so-called experts. We made them look like idiots. We're not going anywhere. Tony Khan's not going anywhere.
You'll also be there on TNT. You'll be in 2 places at once. You'll be like my favorite movie. Time. So great, Pittsburgh.
It's not like I tried to be a character. It sort of happened naturally.
the best guys, Tony Khan.
Keep themselves safe.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
毎日
Sunday,
毎
Monday,
日
Tuesday,
日
Wednesday,
立の細長
Thursday, Thursday,
静
Friday,
か
Saturday,
サラサ
Sunday
ラ
comes again.
きれいな空気体には細長が気持ちいいんです日立のビッグフローウェルネス日立フレ
Ladies and gentlemen, shit's about to hit the fan.
The system is broken. It was time for a revolution. We could be the wrestlers that we want to be.
We have our own stories. We make our own characters.
Different. That's what makes us elite.
I've been forced to vacate the AEW World Trios Championship.
Khan created a revolution.
Show days, super chaotic. A lot of times we get here and we don't know what we're doing till hours, minutes before we go out there.
There literally are, I think some weeks, 100 talents running around backstage.
At that point, it caught Tony Khan's ear, and he started thinking, maybe I want to do this. Let's get together. And I guess the rest is history.
Ooh, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another eclectic late edition of PWT Live Show. Yeah. I am your host. I'm your turned host. It is the infallible Phil Marks. Round of applause for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. So I'm starting late. Here. I had a little couple things to get to in the morning time. Busy as shit. And I haven't had time to check my phone, send a link, do nothing today. And I just got in. You guys see the Crown Jewel card here. The kickoff show went down. I don't think there was any matches on it. Typically, I like to watch the kickoff. You guys know I like to come in and do some hot news with you guys, you know, like right when the show starts, dive into the bookmarks. Don't have time, though. The PLE is about to begin now. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your cousins, tell everyone PWT is live. Have no fear. Phil Marks is here. And we are going to watch some Crown Jewel. Now, I quickly have to give picks. Of course, there will be polls in the chat. Of course, I got to plug some stuff. YouTube.com/@prowrestletimes. Bibbling and babbling as people file in. YouTube.com/@prowrestleclips. Okay. And then also Patreon.com/prowrestletimes is where you can find, like, I'm uploading multiple times a week on there. If you guys want, you know, to check out like bonus content that YouTube would pull me down for and that sort of thing. You can find it over on Patreon. Me and old Jake reacting to stuff. And he's launching his channel soon. What else do I got to plug? Oh, I got a podcast with, should I break it right now and tell you guys for the 38 of you in here? Because people don't know the show started. So I have a pod dropping tomorrow morning for you guys, with none other than, are you guys ready? Super duper Suplex in the building. Yeah, so I got Suplex on the pod, which is like huge. And that's crazy because a lot of those content creators, they don't mess with your boy Phil. You know, they think I'm a little taboo. Trust me. Some of them follow me. I know they watch. I know they know what's up. But I'm a little, you know, taboo. Super Duplex. Suplex. Was like, hey man, you know, I don't know. He's been keeping tabs, and I reached out to him there, and you guys have seen before in the past. He super chatted in to say what's up, and he loves the PWT universe. So yeah, Suplex on the pod tomorrow. Crazy tomorrow morning. We had a great convo. So that's over on /@ProWrestleTimes YouTube channel. That's where that'll drop first, or on the RSS feed if you're like on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, whatever it's called. Suplex will be on there. So, and he's blowing up too, man. He's got like 86,000 subs now or something. So he's crushing it. And I've been a fan of that guy since back in we talk about it on the show, you know? So I can't wait to drop that for you guys and sort of bridging a gap, legitimizing the PWT universe. Not that we weren't already legit, folks, but showing these other content creators, hey, Phil Marks is a good dude. You know, you come chop it up with him. So, good stuff. I see the chat. Let me pop in with chat. Let me check in with y'all. We got to give picks, though, quickly. I got to give picks. Now, I tried to get old Jake up in here, but it's last minute. He's probably like, dude, I'm busy or something. Who fucking knows? Let me just message him one more again, as Awful would say, one more time. And so hopefully my DMs aren't open on screen. Okay, good. And yes, my guy will jump on. We might have another guy jump on who you guys love, you guys know and love, and he's in a different time zone where this would fit him well. He might not, though, but a very special guest might join us. Not that all Jake is not a very special guest, but I'm going to give my picks as this intro starts, and then I'm going to check in with chat, okay? Okay, we're all good. So all Jake will be joining us in a bit here, folks, as well. Okay, Plenty and Pixel are for $10. Yeah, dude, what's up? This is also the cutoff day for memberships for the big giveaway at the next PLE watch along, which will be Survivor Series Canada. Yeah. And tonight UFC's in Edmonton. What? But very busy day for your boy Phil here, and I cannot wait for UFC in Edmonton. You guys get what I'm putting down? So that's tonight, though, and worked out well too because WWE, of course, TKO company, they're not going to compete with each other. Good stuff. Plinian, good to see you, buddy. Guys, if you really want your chat to be shown or you got something you got to say to me, you, of course, be a member is a good way, or you can send in a super duper chat, or if you don't even want to say shit to me, but you want to become a member, you get entered in a draw. We're giving away a PS5. We're giving away a video game of your choice, and we're giving away a pro wrestling shirt of your choice. And today's the cutoff. So if you're not a member past today, once this PLE goes off the air, you are not eligible. And we have to do it that way. Otherwise, it won't be fair and shit. Plinian, thank you so much. Let's check in with chat. I'm going to scroll to the top as I do. 1 minute, I'm just getting a drink. Oh, that's me. I got actually just normal water and a Red Bull right now. Anthony J says, what's going on, Phil? It's my first live stream watch along with you. I ditched my old podcast, done listening to that garbage. Oh, what? Shit. Well, too bad for them. Too bad, so sad. What's up, PWT Galaxy? Yo, what's up, chat? Juan Salazar. Members, I try and show you guys' chats as much as I can. What's up, Nikki? I don't know Suplex. That's exciting. Yes. He's an OG in the game. He's younger than me, but he started making content in like 2017 or 2018-ish. And then he really blew up the last 2 years. And yeah, he's like, a guy who keeps it real, He's on Tony Khan's shit list, but he's also not like a shithead like me. You know what I mean? The bigger content creators like WWE would probably let him in if he asked them for like a media pass. They'd probably let him in. He's legit. So I don't know. We just had a great talk. And if you don't know him, you will know him. And if you do know him already, Suplex with 2 O's. Hopefully you guys are hyped for that. You ain't hyped, clapping it up, catching up on SmackDown, looking at my girl, Miss Jackson. Yes, sir. I'm kind of late. No, you're not late at all. I'm late. Can we talk about how the Mole gave Phil a shout out? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, man. So here, I'm going to put a poll in the chat because we're starting with this bloodline war here, which is crazy as fuck. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Who do you think will win the battle of the bloodline? Well, we'll talk about the Mole here. Let's talk about the OG bloodline or the floodline, which is the fake bloodline. Okay, there's a poll in the chat. So the Mole shouted me out. So yeah, what did I tell you guys? Everybody who thought how do I word this? People got mad at me for talking about the Mole. I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm indelibly calculated, okay, guys? And he even tweeted out, I want people to see what I'm saying. Oh, it's kind of like what I said on the show without saying it directly. I was trying to say it. You guys, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, trust me, it's all good. And then he shouted me out. Now, I'm not sitting here patting myself on the back. I've been accused of being the Mole. Chat. I've been accused of being the Mole myself. By some smart motherfuckers too, and it's not me, obviously. I just would not even have time for that. But and then the other 2 pods they tagged, I've never heard of them, and I don't follow them at all. Like, I never followed them on Twitter before or anything, so shout them out as well. They covered me covering the Mole, I guess. But yeah, shout out the Mole, I guess. We're not speculating on who. Right? We're not whoo like the New Day, right? We're not doing none of that, chat. PWT Universe, we understand. We just watch. I'm going to ploop some Mole in here, trust me, okay? There's some Mole probably in every show, maybe just a little droplet here or there, but yes, he welcomes the PWT Universe. And I think he cut off his followers, so no more following the Mole, but don't worry, you can follow PWT. You see what the Mole has to say here. You ain't hype for $2 says growing a neck beard to understand the sicko ways. Well, I mean, it's the least you could do. We're taking up their space. We're breathing up their air. There's more of us than there are of them. Might as well. No, you can't beat the sickos. Join them, right? You ain't hype. Here we go. Plenty and Pixelar for $10 says, wait, so these people think you actually work at AEW Daily or you're making stuff up with 100% accuracy? That's what I said. And man, I'm telling you too, it would pop you if I told you like who straight up asked me if I was the mole. You'd be like, oh, come on now, Phil. How would they even think that? I'm telling you, right? Not to tickle your titties, but there's some things that got to stay private, you know? But yeah, that's what I'm like, dude, you guys think I work there or you think I'm just like 100% accurate? Now, I am very accurate, but I confidently tell y'all when I'm wrong too, because I'm okay with that. And that I think gets overshadowed by the fact that I do hit a lot of times, right? So, by the way, speaking of hitting, this match, I'm going the OTC and the Usos pull off the win here. That's what I'm going with. That might be a little cheap or easy to say, not very controversial of a pick, but I'm going with the OG tribal chief here. But yeah, plenty. And it's like, so maybe, and that's the thing. I am very vague about what I do for a living and shit, but I don't work in AEW and shit, guys. I'd have way more juice. Like, I'd have been found out. They'd know my voice, and unless I'm like the biggest Tony Khan psyop ever, and he gave me $1 million and said, go on YouTube and make fun of me and make fun of me with Husey, and you know what I mean? Like, there's no way, guys. It just doesn't make sense. But if I worked there and I was disgruntled, sure. Or the person who thought it was me, I think more just thought that I was batting 1,000. The one that comes to mind, but that's not the only person. A couple people have actually thought that. So I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who knows? No, I'm really not. I'm really not. I don't have the time. I could not have 2 Twitters. Like that's why I opened my bookmarks wide open. I'm not up to freaky weird shit, and I don't have a burner where I'm doing freaky weird shit. You know what I mean? It's just PWT right here. So yeah. Yeeting all over Saudi. Yes, I'm a dude dressed like a dude pretending to be another dude. Yeah, that's pretty. It's like, what do you guys think? You know, but it's cool though. I like that people think it might be me. Like, even if it's only 1 or 2 folk, I like that. You know, it's exciting. It's like, yes, why not throw him off the scent? That's what he wants. You know. So guys, we do have hot news. We have Dave Meltzer. We have sickos, of course. WWE, they format their big, juicy, meaty packages. They fucking format the shows and the packages and the promos so well. We'll have a few minutes in between every match. And then since we're early here and I was late, I'll hang out for a bit after this show. Usually I take off right after the show. We'll hang out if there's any other bookmarks to get to. We're not overloaded. We've been staying on top of things. As far as the WWE releases as well, let me just touch on this quickly. I talked about it with Suplex, so you'll get my full thoughts on that tomorrow in the morning, and I'm gonna drop it like fucking 8 a.m. I don't know when you guys up. I'll drop it around lunchtime. Chat, let me know. You guys like around lunchtime? You guys are all over the world though. It's hard. I'll just drop it when I think it's best, and hopefully it's around 10 a.m. to noon time, your time. You know what I mean? And if you're somewhere else in the world, love you. And listen to that if you want my thoughts on Tegan Knox, Corbin, and Indy. So I put a tweet out there. I only heard of like Indy and Baron, and then I was like, more are coming, like more to come too. And some people were like, no, there's no more. And I wasn't trying to break news because I didn't have any insight. I just feared it. Like, it never is just 1 or 2 guys. It's always with WWE 3, maybe a couple office guys, you know, 2 talent and like 3 or 4 office guys. So, and then Tegan Knox was the last one. And I was like, wow. I'm not going to give my hot take again. You got to listen to the pod tomorrow, but just shout them out. And I'll just say this, they'll all land on their feet. How lit is this Saudi crowd though, chat? Like, they've been so lit. They had the pre-show thing, the kickoff or whatever, and they're chanting WrestleMania. And Triple H is like, yes, WrestleMania will be in Vegas this year. It was so funny. Oh God, I'm eating so hard. I look at chat and this is what I see. No, I'm always on top. Damn. And then, damn, Nikki. And then Whitest Rabbit goes, I'm eating so hard right now, right underneath that. Wow. Thirst Cass. Amazing. Day one-ish. Let's go. Light it all up. Knock them down like this. Let's go. Can I get a yeet, chat? We need a yeet for this. I'm excited. Yeah, I really wanted to start early, but I was busy, and then I got stuck behind a goddamn train. You live in Canada, they got trains all over the place, and yeah, that was just terrible. So yeah, we pulled up just in time for the PLE. Share this link around too, guys. I was late getting it. I don't know if you guys are on social media while you're listening to me and watching this, but yeah, if you tweet it or retweet it, that'd be much appreciated too. Run the likes up for what you can. Yeeting all over the place. Yeah, 5'2". That's crazy. I'm 6'4". I'm over a foot taller than you. That's crazy. Yeeting all over the place. Me too. I'm yeeting. I see you, buddy. Fred Bucks, I see you. Yeah. Any predictions? Oh man, Corbin with JBL. Yo, that's a great fantasy mark booking right there, Anthony J. Thank you for that. That'd be sweet. You better hang out. I'm so lonely. Yeah, me too. No spoilers. Yeah, so I don't know where I'm at. If I'm ahead of you guys, let me know. I'll just like call the match a little bit for the first minute and then chat. Everyone sort of let everyone know where we are together, right? And we'll all figure out how we're going to do this. Phil can get away with spoilers because it is my goddamn show, but I will do my best not to. And ladies and gentlemen, Chris I'm fucking joking. Okay. I'm joking. I love Chris, but no more on not on the live. I can't do it to you guys again, man. It just got out of hand last time. It got crazy last time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, JBL. They were together there and it kind of fell apart. Not fell apart, but it was just like, Vince, yeah, we're gonna put him with the $1 Million Man, then JBL. It's the same guy. Commentary still making something about Roman jealous of Jay. There you go. Good stuff. So yeah, the poll saying we're split, man. Floodline and OG Bloodline are split here. Right? 58% to 42%. I mean, that's pretty close. Make sure you're getting your vote in. God damn you. Yeah. No, that's my guy. I love that guy, but it's but yeah, just the live. I don't know if it's a good man. I don't know if he understands like what it is, you know. Love him to death. He was like, yeah, like we're talking about the JD Joey Janela thing. He's like, it hurts guys like me and you who want to work with like AEW talent or WWE talent. I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's like that's the difference, bro. I don't care if I do or I don't, you know. Like, it's funny. Like, I love them all, you know. I'd love it. Like, if fucking Roman called me on the phone right now, I was like, "Hey, Phil, I want to do an interview." Yeah, you know, I'd drop everything I'm doing. I'm not, you know, I'm not hating, but it's like I don't give a fuck. So it's yeah, it's just different philosophies. I guess funny shit. But yeah, that JD bit went off, man. That shit was hilarious. That was one of my favorite segments I've ever done on the show with Joey. I'm locked in because it's the Bloodline. There is Phil Marks bookmarks coming. Don't worry. We just gotta pay attention here, man. It's the OTC. This is what we've been waiting for, dude. Literally fantasy mark booking for years. And we got Tonga Loa not wrestling again. I feel like the Floodline has to win pre-Survivor Series so the baby faces can win the War Games. Yes, you're right, Plinian, and thank you so much. Let me acknowledge you for this one.
Acknowledge me.
You're right. I do agree with that, and I think that come War Games, like we're gonna see the fourth guy get involved here, and then maybe Hikuleo show up, or they might lose this one and realize like, fuck, we need a fourth guy too. I don't know. Does The Rock show up? I highly doubt that. All I'm saying though, they're starting with this one, right? So that means they're going to end with Cody for the Crown Jewel title, which means either Goldberg showing up or the Saudis were like, no, our belt's in the finale. So I don't know if Hikuleo is going to show up now. I know it seems like your boy Phil's jumping all over Plinian, but there's a method to my madness, right? Where we're thinking out like, how are they going to overbook run-ins again? They did that last time. You know, they kind of caught heat for it a little bit, but not that would deter them. So we really think about it. This might be the event where they do lose and they go, shit, we need a fourth. Let's get their big little brother Hikuleo. I keep Fantasy Mark booking that. Now, maybe The Rock shows up, makes it 4-on-4. Who knows? However, I just think you go to Crown Jewel with Roman, you can't have him fucking lose, bro. That's just all I'm thinking. Like, Solo got a big win in Saudi over Cena. You can't have Roman show up here and fucking do a job, no? Like, obviously, he's not the one laying down, but you have Jacob go over on, like, Jimmy and just kill the reunion. You know, this is why WWE is so great, is that if either team wins, I'm not mad, and I trust they know what they're doing with the story. However, we yeeting and pulling for the OTC here. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for the snooper duper chat. Joining us now on the show is Chris Connor. No, I'm just joking, guys. Can't become a bit. That's my guy. Alt Jake is here, guys. Alt Jake. Round of applause for Alt Jake, ladies and gentlemen. Jake, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Bros. Doing great. It's a good little swerve there. Nah, it's this will be the last like early morning pay-per-view for PLE for me because in Phoenix, so it'll be 10 a.m. stuff's a little rough.
You don't like it or what?
I mean, it's not bad. It's just like, you know, it's hard to get like settled in, you know, like pour a beverage in Minecraft and like you're ready for it, like 10 a.m.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know.
Yeah, I like to have a little sippy poo too, but it's early, so we're drinking a water. We're having some Red Bull in that.
Got a Gatorade in the water.
Good, yeah. Who do you pick for this first match? We got a poll in the chat.
Yeah, I was listening to you kind of starting. I think I'm going the other way with the Floodline just because of what you were saying when I came into the studio there, where this will be the reason why they need to get, you know, either Sammy in with them or maybe Hikuleo joins them or something that joins the original Bloodline. But like you just said, either way, it's going to be great. Like no matter what, this is going to lead to an awesome Survivor Series match, and I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, and we already got the Usos oosing it up.
Yeah. It is nice to see them back together.
Yeah, absolutely. George, reminder, memberships start at 99 cents. You get a chance at 3 prizes for Survivor Series. So the prizes, the draw is on Survivor Series. Next PLE, by the end of this PLE, that's cut off for becoming a member to be entered. I got to do it that way. Consider entering. PS5. A video game of your choice is the second prize winner. Third prize winner is a wrestling shirt of your choice. Thank you all so much. Black Metal Hooligan became a new member. Let's go. Pete in Texas has been a member for 2 months. Got to acknowledge him as well. Thank you both so much. Here we go. Pete in Texas. Sorry. He's been a member. We will give him an acknowledgement.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And thank you, George, of course. George is the man. Yeah, so Jake, did you see the mole shout me out or what?
Yeah, no, I did. I responded to it. That was, and you were the first person he tagged in it. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know those other shows have like 100 fucking followers or something. So
that's cool though that he's doing that and that he's not like, you
know.
Do
you use a Stream Deck for your soundboard? No. I do it all with my laptop. That's why StreamYard's so fucky for me. And I need one of those shits, you know? But I just got some other things, you know, a little more that are priority right now, George. Or Plinian, pardon me. So, yeah. And sorry, George is a member for 6 months. Wow, 6 months. Wow. And you got those great badges down there, too. If you leave comments and whatnot for being a member. I should change the Vince one, though. It's coming up. I made a Vince one way before any of the shit. So I didn't know. Like, it wouldn't be cool to do, you know? And it's like the Thug Life meme, you know, when, like, someone owns someone, and it's like, yeah, so I'd put him in, like, the glasses with, like, a doobie in his mouth. So it's like, no, we got to switch that.
Well, that's like, what's the guy who used to do the Vince McMahon's thoughts, and now he does Triple H's thoughts because he's like, I need to change that. be a little bit smarter. Doesn't go over as well with the Vinnie Mac.
Bro, set up a wish list. Okay, I don't even. How do you do that? What would I do?
I'm assuming he means like maybe on Amazon, because you can do Amazon wish lists and people can get shit for you. I think.
Eating strong for 4 months. Trump 2024. Trumpomania, brother. Jesus. Oh, come on now, Christopher Reed. You had to come in here and stir up the shit like that. No. But yeah, dude. Thank you for being a member for 4 months, man. You guys are the shit. Hit me up on Discord. Yeah, hit me up, dude. Please, yes, and I'll set up a wish list. Yeah, I'm a noob, guys. So, or just hit me up on Discord. Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, DMs are wide open, all you guys, and I try and check them more routinely now. So sorry if I don't get around to them all. And I got like, you guys you wouldn't even believe, like, I just had someone hilarious reach to me too. Like, shout him out if he's listening. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna answer this like tonight. I'm gonna give it this a day. And dude reached out to come on the show, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's like I'm gonna do it. It'll be funny. You guys will know who I'm talking about when it happens because it's just funny. And yeah, I hate to be so vague, but I don't like to talk shit about stuff. But yeah, it's like super funny. I couldn't even just some of the shit, man, that I got cooking for you guys is hilarious. And yeah,
hold up the intrigue.
And I'll be linking up with Husey soon. Husey in the near future, I'll be going and doing stuff on his channel. So even if you're not into the comedians and shit, like I will be talking with wrestlers and wrestling type stuff over there. You know, so we manifested one of them in the PWT universe as well. The other week, we manifested one of the people I'm going to be talking to over there with Husey, hopefully. So shout him out as well for inviting me to. He's like, do you want to co-host? He's like, and by co-host, I mean I'll drink Guinness and you'll do all the talking. I'm like, yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's got a couple names too, where I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm there for that. So it's amazing. And yeah, big things, guys. Big things popping, little shit stopping, as they say. And we're yeeting all over Tamatonga's face here with kicks and punches. All of these guys are so over. That's the thing. Like, everyone is so over right now. The least over dudes are like the GODs and Jimmy, and they're all over as fuck.
Dude, Jay's entrance last night on Smack. I know it was a film the week before, but good lord, that crowd! Like, you gotta love when the music stops and the crowd doesn't. That's one of my favorite things, when the crowd just keeps singing.
Yep,
it's so fun. Like, that's got to be such a good feeling as a talent too, to know you're that over.
Yeah, Cody said in that interview the craziest crowd he's ever experienced. He said like the best crowd ever to him was that Leon France crowd, because he was so fucking stunned with how loud they were going for AJ. He's like, and to see AJ stop. Visibly, he said, Cody's like, to see AJ visibly like taken back. He's like, that guy's been in the business for 26 years or whatever, he's like, he's done everything. And for that moment, he's like, that, like, I don't know. That interview with Cody was amazing.
And that was like the main event too. So they'd been going for 3 hours before that. It wasn't like that was the first match. If they're going crazy first or second match, like, okay, you could see it, but eventually they tire out. But it's not happening much anymore. People are pumped. I mean, with Uso on the show last night, that was the second show they taped. So I mean, that crowd had been there. Oh, speaking of which, they just announced the first SmackDown of 2023. It's going to be like a mile from my place. Me and a bunch of buddies are going to go. So it's the first 3 hours SmackDown. Yeah, January 3rd, first 3 hour SmackDown. Could be Cena's first 2025 appearance. Who knows? But 3 hour SmackDown, I'm in.
Dude, that's amazing. I'm super pumped for that too.
That was what just announced this morning. I got like 3 buddies. We're going to try to get on the pre-sale. It's next week.
Big right hand by Jacob. Listen to the Usos on the other side.
Jacob's so good. Solo, we love you. Stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
Don't forget to set your clocks back. Yeah, I don't do that shit here, bud. No, I don't though. But it will fuck me up. So everything's an hour earlier now. That's awesome. That's all that happens. Like, everything just TV shows and shit just start an hour early, but my time just stays the same. So
See, it's funny for me here in Phoenix because we don't change clocks, we change time zones. Everything will become an hour later for me, which is actually nice because right now it's just a little like instead of like Raw and SmackDown go on at 5 o'clock my time right now, and that's just so damn early. 6 o'clock is perfect. Gives me time to get off work, take a breath, like eat something if I need to. Or if I'm working a little bit late, I don't have to watch the start of Raw from my computer desk.
Yeah, no doubt. Solo's in.
We know Tama Tonga is an incredibly dangerous human being who only has one speed, one gear, and that's forward.
Let's go.
I think we're pretty much linked up. I just heard Graves on both of our TVs almost at the exact
Like at the same time. Here we go.
Yeah, it was like maybe a half second off. Like that's perfect. As long as it's close, you know. When it's like 10, 20 seconds, it sucks because you hear reactions and you're like, well, shit, what happened?
Solo learned an invaluable
education
under the former, the OTC. That was going through.
You live in me phenomenon. La 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 la. Let's start that chant again.
That was so fun. Or was the other one they kept doing with the Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes? That started.
Yeah.
And they did it for Sammy. I love that though, because that's like what that's like soccer or football chants where they just take an old like 70s or 80s song and take that melody and then throw their own words to it. Because that's just cool.
I keep trying to will Hikuleo into existence, like in WWE. But I think it'll be Sami Zayn that actually joins the OG bloodline. And because they teased him with Solo before. And I think Zilla and Hikuleo will come in as a fucking tag team, man. That's what I would do. And just have them be like the new bloodline. Have Ava Rain manage them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and just call them all up and then have someone else. William Regal can be the GM or someone else can be the Ava Rain's killing it as the GM of NXT, but she could manage. She could be main roster manager, be a mouthpiece for them, even though she's not like the most charismatic. She can talk, you know?
Yeah, and she'll only get better. I mean, that's proven. And then she's got the family that'll help her. Like she's got a pretty good support system.
Chris Perry for $5 says, "You know who doesn't have to set their clock back? Time Cop."
Best guys, Tony Khan.
Dude, that is an amazing fucking line right there. Thank you so much for that, Chris Perry. You know who doesn't have to set their clock back? Time Cop. He can go wherever. He can go ahead if he wants. Or he can stay right here in the now. It's the best movie. Thank you, Chris. Amazing.
Stay here in front of the best fans in the world.
Yeah, the mole even told everyone what Tony's Halloween costume was. He put a picture of Time Cop up, and then Tony shows up. He's wearing the Time Cop hat and shit. Holy fuck, man. Crazy. You think like his family owns the fucking rights to that movie now, the way he pushes it. It's just the best movie. It has the best action. And Jean-Claude Van Damme is just great.
Oh, man.
It's time travel and action and espionage all rolled into one. There's something for everybody.
So Chad should buy him for Christmas. Here's what I got you for Christmas, Tony. The rights to Time Cop.
Whoa, they just botched that, and Solo just pinned Roman 1, 2, 3. And Jimmy wasn't there to break up the pin, and Roman just laid down and ate that finish, and the match keeps going. And the crowd went, what the fuck?
Fucking Saudi, man. God. There's always some sort of botch in Saudi.
I gotta tweet that out. Tweeting that shit out. Hey, tweeting that shit out. Hey, sorry guys. George Captor for $5 says, did you hear anything about Dynamite starting an hour later on Wednesday so not to go head to head throughout? I mean, fucking no, I didn't, but if they do, smart. However, last time they did that, it fucked them. Because this is their usual night, so they can't. No, not good for them. Because isn't it on Wednesday this time, Jake?
It is. It is.
Okay, so then don't concede your usual night for WWE. How more, Tony? Do you want fucking Triple H to like bang your girl in front of you too, bro? Like, what else? You know what I mean? Like, what else do you want to? Don't give up your time on your night, and then what? Fuck the people who you actually might have. The fucking 200,000 who are built in, who just know to turn that channel on. You're just gonna fuck them. Why collision yourself? Jesus Christ! You want to turn around and you want to turn around and let Roman just like put it there too, bud? Like, what do you? Well, for real, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, yo, you're dead right. No, like
Jesus,
if you want to be competitive,
do that, Tony. God. Sorry,
So
Jake.
weird.
Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. No, I'm with you. My brain's baffled by this because if you wanted to be competitive, start an hour early. Like, put an extra hour on your show. Be like, we're gonna fucking do this, and not be like, oh, sorry, we'll just start an hour later if it's okay with you. Is that okay? We'll just give you mind. Like, yeah, it's so cowardly.
Jesus. So then Roman laid down for this, so they fucked the whole matchup, and then Solo just spiked and pinned Roman. Oh my God, man. Crazy. I'm 0-1 to start. I should have known better. You guys are right. God damn it. Jake, where were you before? No. Damn, no. That's okay. I'm going to back OTC no matter what. Here's the thing. They botched the finish. Then they went into a whole finishing sequence. Then they just did the same finish. Roman looks like he just got beat twice by the Samoan spike. It took 10 of them to take out John Cena. It takes 1 to take out Roman. So, yes, War Games, they're going to get the win. And just seems like they were outnumbered or whatever you want to call it. But, like, what the fuck, chat? Sammy's going to come out to a huge pop here, dude. That's what's got to happen. They love him.
They're looking for him.
He's got to come out and just save the fucking day. 70 of you watching, run those likes up. Let's get them up to, I think, 50. I don't know where we're at, but just run them up, guys. Or they just decimate him against Stand Tall, and then, yeah, we have War Games. Because I thought, like, you know, with the women and men's War Games, you could almost give the Floodline one then. But I guess it doesn't hurt Roman, Jay, and Jimmy to lose right now. Like, the story's better than, like, the now, you know? So I wanted to see them win. The Crown Jewel crowd wanted them to win bad. You could tell. They're chanting for Sammy. They're chanting for Sammy.
Oh, yeah,
the Tonga factor, and nobody is now. So now they need a fourth guy. And who? They get Sammy. Hikuleo, I'm getting that out of my mind, chat. I talked that shit for months. It's just Hikuleo and Zilla hopefully will be a tag team. That's what we can wish for. And now the story is you just need to get Sammy.
Here he comes.
Yeah. Oh. Here we go.
So you wonder if then what I would think is then the Bloodline, yeah, they'll win. The original Bloodline wins at Survivor Series, and that's what makes The Rock come back to kind of kick him into Mania season. But who knows?
Yeah, it's so funny, Dave, talking that shit about The Rock isn't scheduled in for Mania. It's like, you're a fucking dumb idiot, man. Drives me nuts. It's funny. Yeah, no one say anything. They're still talking. Chat, don't spoil. Chat, don't spoil. I think Nikki P is the behindest, so just give her a sec. But if I pop, I'm sorry. Here we go. Why would he go with Solo, bro? Solo is his... They were Usi, too, but... Sammy Uso. They're chanting Sammy Uso. Let's go. Sammy Uso. Oh, yes. Yeah, and here we have it.
Oh, War Games is gonna be awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I love how Jacob just like stood there and kind of waited, and then he just glommed Sammy. Like Sammy's fighting off everyone. Jacob stands there, walks up to him, just knocks him down. That was dope. But yeah. Oh, they all got Solo here, dude. Dude, the OG. Yeah, I love this because Sammy, the promos they're gonna do, we're gonna get all that funny shit back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. Here's our War Games. Yeah.
Oh no, this is perfect. The Floodline gets the win, but the fans still get to be happy. Oh,
they fucked that matchup, but this whole after stuff is worth it all. It makes up for it. Oh!
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
That was awesome. That was so well done.
Storytelling. Let's go. Storytelling. I love that.
Oh, that's so good.
And then Graves on commentary just putting it over. Hey, he's like, he's not family. He's not really in the bloodline. Da da da.
Graves is so good at that, at being heel enough, you know. Like sometimes I feel like Booker T goes a little bit too heel on NXT, and it's funny and it's great because it's Booker. But there's times you just like pull it back a little bit. Graves is just perfect with that. He knows exactly what to say and when to say it. Oh man.
Damn. Yeah, I'm Roman right now. I'm the same as Roman right now.
So much story, which is good.
Round of applause for the bloodline, ladies and gentlemen, for real. So let's dive into some WWE news. So I covered Halloween costume stuff with Suplex as well. Indy Hartwell, pardon me, was one of the many people released. I have a podcast dropping with Suplex tomorrow morning, the great and powerful Suplex, and we talk about all this, but I didn't talk about this on the show. She tweeted out, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." And yeah, we'll miss her. So your boy Phil Marks was retweeted and replied to by Lola Vice. I should have bookmarked that. I'm an idiot. Here, I should pull it up for proof. I just bookmarked my own thing. I'm a mark for Marks over here. You know what I mean? But here, I'll look it up at Pro Wrestle Times Lola Vice. And then she quote tweeted me. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, she did. I can't find it. Can't find it. Whatever. She did. Here, I'll find it. Fuck all that. We'll find it. Here, I just gotta go to her Twitter page. Sorry, guys. Botch time. We're just putting myself over here.
Hey, that's the business, man.
Yeah. Where is her? What's her Twitter account, guys? I don't even know what it is.
Gotta put yourself up.
Okay, right here. Yeah, she uses it's Valerie Loretta and then Lola Vice WWE. So yeah, she quote tweeted me right. Yeah, we will share this tab instead. You guys see that? So I made this little short just for like the YouTube channel. Got like no hits on YouTube, but she quote tweeted it. Got 208,000 views, and then mine got like I think over 200,000 views as well. So shout out Valerie Loretta, who I've been putting over since go back to PWT episode 1, where I'm like, oh, she's on NXT. WWE scooped her up. I've been following her MMA career. She's a superstar in the making. I've been saying it since day one. So I just put together this little video. I don't know why, whatever. Thirstcast. And yeah, she quote tweeted it and she's like, they the same. And I went Lola Vice or Valerie Loretta. And some people actually responded and were like, they're the same. And obviously she knows she's playing into it. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, obviously, because Valerie, Loretta, then Lola Vice. Now you'll see it, but yeah. Like, see, she was doing this shit. She just knocked a bitch out and is doing this. You know what I mean? So, same thing in NXT. You know what I mean? It's always been her energy. So, yeah, like when I heard they signed her, I'm thinking about those, like that, her fight where she knocks someone out and then or TKOs them, didn't knock them out cold, but and then all of a sudden she's signed by WWE. I was like, oh shit. And I know a lot of people have seen that video, but she retweeted it, and that's amazing. Shout out Lola Vice. I'm the biggest fan. Lola Vice retweets PWT confirmed. So here's Io Sky's face on SmackDown. Now, I don't know if we're going to review SmackDown here, all Jake, but I mean, it was a solid show. Cody was in the main event. He got choked out. Kevin Owens came out, attacked Randy. They had a four-way match leading into the tag four-way tonight. And Io Sky I just bookmarked her face because it was so funny. When she won the match, she was like, oh, shit. And the finish was really great. And they had a lot of good moments. And highlight of the show for sure. And what else happened on the show? Machine Guns are going to take on Theory and Waller. So I called that. And yeah.
I think the biggest thing was Randy Orton and Cody in the back when Randy's like, Cody's like, I don't know what I'll do. Yeah. And Randy's like, you'll think of something when he was eyeing the title. That delivery was just chef's kiss. I still think they should tease it and wait because, why not? And that's a Mania match all day long. And Cody's probably busy this Mania, but it's so nice that they've got that to tease right there. It's fun.
Someone in the chat said, if only she equaled ratings, talking about Lola, I believe. Yeah, wait, she's not on the main roster yet, and she was doing numbers for Bellator. That's like why WWE scoped her out, and she's a real shooter. She caught on to wrestling very quickly, and she just needs a couple years in the NXT system, I think, and she's really good already, but just give it like another one more year. Let her like have a run with that title eventually, mix it up with the Deltas and all that. Zarya, whatever you want to call her. Yeah. So she will become a draw one day for sure. I'm not saying she's going to be a mega star, but she's definitely the future. For Chris Perry for $2, you watching Dragon Ball Daima? Yes. Absolutely I am. And RIP Akira Toriyama. And yes, absolutely. Chris, if you are, let me know in chat. How do you feel about them being brought back to the kid thing like in GT? That's sort of what was a disconnect with GT, but Daima now, I don't know. They're kids again. Some people don't like it. I thought they did it cleverly. I'm glad the show's out now. I can talk about it a little more. And yeah, amazing stuff. So Damage Control's coming out. We have the women's tag going on, and I'm going to put a new poll in the chat. So it's a four-way. Damn, a lot of ladies here. So I'm going to start a poll. Who do you think will win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles? And we got four options here. So we're going to go Io and Kairi. We are going to go Bianca and Jade. We are going to go Lash and Jakara. Hopefully I spelled Jakara right. And then what's the last team? Niven. Or I'll just go Piper and Chelsea. Now, guys, I'm glad that Alba Fire and them and the KC squared, what I call them, Katana, Chance, and Kaden Carter, like we've seen them sort of rotated out of the picture. But I love Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. I'm not hating, but I'm just saying, like, I'm glad that they're rotated out because we need more teams, right? And it seems as though like Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson are like more or less main roster, right? They're floaters, but they're main roster ready. They're wrestling on SmackDown and shit. However, like I fear, do you think they get released? Like they released Indy, who was like just on TV with Candice. Like Candice just beat Nia or something the other week, didn't she? Like she got a huge win the other week. Yeah, and Indy's in her corner and they let her go. And it's like, damn, I wonder if those other two sets of ladies are safe, or are they just very much united to where they look at them as tag teams that are marketable as tag teams? I don't know. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but everyone who got released will land on their feet. I know it was only 3 people. Yeah, well, I talk about it with Suplex, but we talk about like, hey, you got Rhea from Australia, you got Indy, but then Zarya comes in and then they just let Indy go. And it's like, oh, yikes. You know what I mean? She's like the new Aussie girl who
Yeah, I mean it's part of the business. That's one of those. I feel like from what I thought I read was that everybody was either like really close to the end of their contract or the point where it was just easy. There wasn't gonna be anything to do with them, and they didn't think they were gonna re-sign them. I think I mean I don't see the 2 Scottish girls getting released yet. I would think, but I think if they put them in like another program or two and they kind of nothing happens again, then that might be the case because they are bringing in so much talent. But what's good now is at least TNA is a viable landing spot now, as opposed to before where it was like wrestling purgatory.
Yeah. Scully Vibes, a member for 6 months. Thank you, dude. Comes in and says, came in to hit the like salute. Thank you, Scully. Phil, did you hear about Awful versus AIR Gold and Spaces? No. Is it going down sometime? Is that like a thing they're doing? AIR Gold will either just duck out, AIR Gold duck, or here's the thing, guys. Like, he's not I don't want to like be rude or whatever, but he's like mentally fucked, bro. So like I talked to him voice to voice in DMs and I realized like, oh, it's like,
I remember.
Yeah, I'm not like throwing shit. Like I'm not saying like, oh, a person, there's like something with him that's like kind of wrong, off. You guys will pick up on it. So good, let him go out there and speak his piece. And I literally, he could have came on this show. I would have did a Spaces with him. And I don't know what it is. So him and Awful have at it. Awful will have a field day. He might give him too much though. He might. You just can't. Here's the thing. This is literally what AR Goldduck was telling me, and I can play this shit. I can just play one of his voice messages on the air. If he ever like, I never said that, I could just play it. The dude literally just argued to me that you can't. Everyone's opinion is subjective. So the greatest match of all time, you can't like measure that in any way. Like he was triggered with me saying like, how do we quantify good wrestling or like the best match? And he could not. That just made his brain melt down. And he's like, the best match to you might not be the best match to someone else. And so I told him, okay, then Valhalla versus Maxine Dupree's the greatest 5-star match of all time, better than Okada Omega. And then he's like, oh no, well you can't say that. Like you can't say that. Like obviously Omega Okada's better. And I was like, well, why? You just told me that there's no way to quantify that. So what is it? How do we measure it? Selling, pacing, like how? Flips, like how are you determining what's better wrestling? Because he was so hung up on like, clearly AEW has the better wrestling. And I was just like, well, I disagree with that. Whatever. So if he's going to go in there and talk to Awful and Awful entertains that, why even waste your fucking time? You can't entertain someone saying like, no, like, yes, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but opinions can be wrong. Now, that doesn't mean every opinion's wrong. And that doesn't mean that there aren't instances where opinions are right depending on the person. However, I could say, oh, my opinion is that the sky is made out of glass, and that's fucking wrong. That's a wrong opinion, So like if you just want to play the opinion game and we all give our opinions on, oh, this is the best wrestling and here's why, all AIR Gold is going to go first off, we can't talk numbers, and that's all Awful can do. Awful can tell you what AEW did last time fucking they were in Texas or whatever, so it's gonna that's what the debate's gonna be. I already see it because I fucking tried to talk to the kid and it's not like a thing you can do, but I encourage it. Please let him go on the air embarrass some fucking self.
Yeah.
That's like, I'll be listening, and hopefully I can get in as a speaker, although I won't want a 2-on-1 AIR. You know what I mean? Either. I'll just let Awful do his thing, but I would love to like moderate that and call them, because I've talked to them. I know them both a bit. So it's like, hey, I'd be
Special
I'd
guest
be down to,
referee.
like, yeah, I'd be down to fucking say, AIR, you can't do that opinion shit. Stop. And I'd be down to tell Awful, well, look, try and argue on in like a way of like art, because that's what AIR Gold's going to want to argue, which you can quantify what art's better. I can argue and point out the ways that objectively Io Sky's better than like the matches in WWE are crisper, cleaner, smoother. The workers are better. They all sell better. We can objectively claim those things, and you can debate those things. But if you're just going to say like, well, obviously Hangman and Kenny's better than Cody versus Roman, well, how do you fucking just claim that? You know what I mean? There's no actual way that you can like, let's measure it then. Based on who drew more, based on how hot the crowd was, how many people were there, like, or who sells better, you know, who's telling a better story. Like, we can objectively look at those things. But of course, like, yeah, I love Chelsea Green, and I think she's the truth, man. I think she's one of the top 5 in the world. If you don't agree she's top 5 in the world, well, okay, that's where you got to argue like opinion-based shit, and no one's really right or wrong. Do you guys get what I'm saying, chat? And so hopefully
100%.
Awful just doesn't get baited into a dumb game of fucking, oh, I'm going to argue your opinion that, you know, Omega and Okada clears Roman Cody. Like, you know, it's like, okay, that's all subjective. So thank you, Scully Vibes. And no, I'll be tuning in, though. That's amazing. And yeah, this match has been solid, too. As I'm watching this, like, it's like, dude, you can't tell me Bianca Io doesn't clear fucking 90% of what AEW's women got going on, regardless of who they have signed and for how much, you know? So
yeah,
that's all. So we can argue that objectively, like just on a selling basis, all of that, right? But yeah, this is I love all of their little jumpsuits. I know people get triggered by it because they're like, damn, but one day this shit will go away, and hopefully women get rights out there and shit. You know what I mean, boys and gals in the chat? But at least there's like women on billboards and they're wrestling. That's because of WWE. That's because of MMA and boxing and shit. So I won't be mad at it.
And I get why people are triggered by it, and it is what it is.
Me too.
It's one of those things, they make the most of it, though, and that's what I kind of dig about it. Like, you know, like Jade gets her broken glass on her suit thing, and I mean, Piper's basically wearing what she always wears anyway, just with like, you know, like a like Under Armour under it. You know, I think, you know, like it's definitely, you know, stupid, and the laws are, you know, archaic, but I'm glad that they're on the show. And I mean, there's 8 women in this match plus a female referee in Saudi Arabia, like, and the fans are into it and they care, like, and that's cool.
And what you're starting to see too at the boxing and the MMA events too, and it will start happening in wrestling, is that they section off, like, for the, like in Saudi or wherever, Riyadh season and all that shit, in those area, wherever they do all these UFCs and all, you know, WWE goes there, they're starting to make sections for like Westerners where they can drink. You can buy alcohol because it was like illegal there before and shit.
Yeah.
And like they're making it where like women can wear skirts and stuff as long as they're like in this designated area and are attending these events and stuff. So I know it's like here we're like, what the fuck, you know, but I don't even think it's legal for them to drive in this part of the world. Like, I'm not kidding. So the fact, like, you know, they're on billboards and shit, I mean, it's making progress, and that's because of sports entertainment and UFC largely, boxing largely, and Turkey Al Sheik. He deserves a lot of credit, and fucking just WWE, I think, deserves a lot of credit. You know, say what you will, but Vince was in it for the money, but there's much more that can be done culturally, you know, with this that is being done. So I don't know. I put it over. Scully Vibes for $2 says, it happened last night. I DM'd you the recording. Let's go. Oh my God. I'm going to EFAP the shit out of that with you guys. Probably not today. Oh, bro. So I went on this huge rant, and you guys could tell me if he got baited into the shit or not. But yes, dude, amazing. Thank you. And dude, I hope Awful just washed him. And I hope he didn't get baited into just like this bullshit opinion, because it's like, well, Awful's opinion is it fucking sucks and he wants the company to die. So what are you guys going to talk about here? You know what I mean? You both like WWE, so why don't you just talk like for real? But awesome, Scully, thank you. Jimmy B for $5 says doing the No Nut November challenge. Maxine Dupree dressing as Stacy was really testing my willpower.
You what?
Dude. That was an amazing costume, and I covered that with suplex, and I don't know, it's crazy they even let her do that shit.
Yeah, Piper and Chelsea cracked me up doing the Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce. You're not fit to run a lemonade stand. That killed me. That was really funny. Piper and Chelsea are great.
Oh man, she landed high on that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the IWC is so fun.
There's
but
a Joe
we can't
Hendry
see
sign.
team ups, guys. I don't like if like all of a sudden now those geeks and then Awful and them, they're all gonna be crossing over and we like each other's stuff and we're all fucking, that'll get corny real fast. I'm so sorry because it's such, you know what I mean? I hope they're fucking, I hope they're sticking to their guns and shit. That's all I'm saying, because I don't know. It's not like us against them, man, but it's like you guys it's not real. You don't really agree. You would never hang out in person, It's like fucking, and you guys don't, I know you're not into the same shit, but if it's because you're both fucking trolls, then okay, I guess trolls unite, but it's like fucking, it's it's like, I'm so interested. I wish I listened to it before. Now I'm like, fuck. We're going to listen to the whole thing. I'll do a whole podcast tomorrow of me just listening to it. No, it depends how long it is, but yeah, I can't wait for that. Juan Salazar, my 3 favorite booties in this match.
There's Cast.
This guy, Knack one, why is Awful in that other shit podcast and not in here? I don't know. I didn't know he was doing anything, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, like with AIR Gold. When did that go down? Last night, you said? I'm so excited to listen to that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened.
No, they can't drive. Yeah, how fucking crazy is that, man? On X, Scully? Yeah. Nikki P will report back to me if he gets baited into some bullshit. No, Awful's too smart for that, though. I just don't want to see team ups with with fucking these motherfuckers. It ain't happening. I don't follow Real One because I know he's a real WWE fan and is faking it. I still don't follow his ass. You can't fucking help these dudes. No, you can do whatever you want. See, there were some ladies in the crowd there. We got Nax here begging for a flute. Oh, he's with Tooney? Yeah, that's his show, though, bro. Oh, yeah, shout them out, man. Yeah, that's okay. That's their pod, bro. So, yeah. Fuck, dude. Here we go. Everyone's on the outside. Big dive time.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
there's
Kyrie
This Is
just
Awesome chat for women.
man. Amazing. One of my all-time faves. I'll play you a flute, though, buddy. Typically, you got to fucking... or we'll do a flute when we do Dave. Hold on. I'm locked into this match.
Chelsea's the best.
Dude, she's so good. She just sells her ass
So
off.
good.
Right?
She really does.
She just knows where to be. Can wrestle anyone. Could wrestle a fucking grasshopper. Jaded. It's over.
And she can wrestle Penta. Like, that's how good she is.
I know, yeah. She can. She can wrestle anyone in the world. Just on a fucking Winx notice, man. That's what I mean. That's the shit that I value. Like, I don't think Bianca could just... Or, like, maybe... They all touch so much in WWE, you get used to it. And that's why you need house shows. That's why it's superior wrestling, in my opinion. Like, more sports-based. You watch hockey, bro. I love the Oilers. They play the fucking Canucks a bunch of times every season, man. Like, You know, that's in wrestling. It should be that way too. I get it's like more of a combat sport, but it's not. It's more seasonal. Like you're wrestling every week. MMA fighters fight 3 times a year, maybe. You know, same with boxers. You box once a year, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man, Lash Legend is so strong. She is a strong woman.
She is, man. And she's ready for the big times, daddy. Can I has a flute? Yes, you can. The dude snooper chatted and I can't ignore it now. Thank you for the super chat, Max. I really appreciate you, buddy. Sorry, I'm fucking just real locked into the match. Dude wants a flute, he gets a goddamn flute. Here we go. Here, I'll run another one. StreamYard's being fucky. Here we go. You got 2, buddy. You got 2. And thank you so much for being here. And yeah. Leave Awful alone. No.
Flutes are undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh
man. Boom. All right on a Chelsea. That's amazing. Here we go.
Great.
This match far exceeded my expectations. I thought it'd be a slop fest. I'm not even going to lie. So far, I'm like loving it. I hate to be that guy though, but Jade really hasn't like improved a shitload. A little bit, you know. She's still over with me, but here we go. Just when she goes on her own, I'm a little worried still, you know. Hopefully it's not for a while. Oh, they just beat Niven with a fucking doomsday device. Sorry, Nikki, if I spoiled it. Damn, who did we vote, chat? And don't cheat. Ending the poll now. No cheating, goddamn.
I thought Bianca and Jade would win, but I thought Jade would do something like more heelish because I feel like she's gonna eventually turn.
Oh, Nikki B's, I'm way ahead of you. Yeah, now I'm behind everyone. I'm over ahead now.
It's funny how that happens.
So Bianca and Jade 41%, Piper and Chelsea 22, Io and Kyrie 20, Lash and Jakara 14. So, guys, 92 of you watching, run the likes up. Let's try and ratio ourselves at 100, right? We're at 59. We need at least 69 for Thirstcast to activate, but or I will play Jericho. Conan. I voted Piper and Chelsea. Nice. I see you all, chat. I damage control. I see you all, chat. I see you all, members. And I see Moose Knuckle, too. Bedazzled babes. Yeah. Oh, no, bro. He's actually a co-host on the other show, on that other show, bro. You know, so like, yeah, if they're doing some shit, he's got top priority on that. And yeah, he's on here all the time. He's been on like 4 times in the last 2 weeks, I want to say, over here. So, you know, we're getting awful overloaded over here, man. We're blessed, truly. Okay, guys, let's dive into Phil Marks bookmarks. We know. Let's look what I got. Any new memes? No new memes, chat. Okay, let's look in UFC MMA. Nothing in there. Let's look in TNA hot news. Nothing in there. Let's look at some miscellaneous. So Marco Stunt. We covered it before on the show. You know, he came back, had his little match there with Jungle Boy. And then he left AEW again. It wasn't really a comeback. It was like a one-off sort of thing for Collision. And then he put out a statement saying like, damn, I might not be able to wrestle again. I don't know, whatever. He didn't say it was like because of wrestling related injuries or any type of shit, but he did say he might not be able to wrestle. And then Dose, some people speculated it's because he was getting bumped around. Evil Dose said, we don't even know. It could be like a whole other ailment. So Marco Stunt makes like a statement. So let's read this here. So he goes, To my fans, friends, and the wrestling community, today I write this with a heavy yet grateful heart as I announce my retirement from wrestling. The decision was not an easy one, as wrestling has been the biggest part of my life for so long, filled with moments that have shaped who I am today. Like when Effie went to stomp his mouth on the dildo. Do you remember that? It has been an incredible journey, one full of passion, sweat, tears, and unrivaled joy. Over the years, I've given my body up. Man, this guy's 28 or some shit. Like, this is terribly sad, and yeah, dude, you can't. I don't think being his size and being bumped around by like Lance Archer and shit is good for you, and being like stomped on the dildo and stuff. I don't think that's good for you, bro. But yeah, he goes, after consulting with my doctor, I was advised to prioritize my long-term health and step down from in-ring competition. So his doctors are going, bro, you are, you're letting Brian Cage power bomb you onto shit. You can't do that when you weigh
and like fold him over
74 pounds. Like, so I don't know, man. Yeah, accepting this reality has been one of the toughest moments of my career, but I know it's the right decision. I'm not trying to bury him either. Like, praying for the dude, hope he does well, but like, yeah, you can't be 50 pounds and get slammed around and thrown by Luchasaurus into a fucking Lucha Bro. You can't be doing that, man. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude for AEW. Thanks for giving me a chance to showcase my abilities, etc. He got to wrestle for fans around the world. He never imagined doing it. The production crew, etc. He says, I also want to thank Brett Lauderdale at GCW. You gave me my start. It was my launching pad. I discovered my voice, learned to embrace my uniqueness. Deep-throated a dilly on the with Effie. So, hey, I'm sorry, but that's fucking hilarious. That's never gonna undo that. Lastly, to the fans who cheered and supported me, etc., thank you. As I step away from the ring, I take with me memories. And yeah, I don't know, man. Marco Stunt's career there, I guess. Round of applause for Marco Stunt.
Leave the memories alone.
Yeah. So here's some old school stuff right here. So this is from Catch You. I just want to show you guys some cool shit. Here's Megumi Fuji. And you guys are probably like, oh, come on now, Phil. What are you, some kind of goddamn mark? Yes, Phil S. Marks. And here's just some cool graps. And I want to show you guys this. This is a rolling back take over 20 years ago, man. So let's see this. Look at this. Boom. So when people, this is what I mean. A lot of people think like pro wrestling is, I don't know. Some of this shit is legit, So look at this. This is some Tyler Bates shit, but it's amazing. Look. I mark out for this sort of stuff. Boom. Look at that. Moxley'd him. You know what I mean? Moxley got put in this shit by a fucking Chili's cook. You see that? So amazing stuff. Just a little technique, a little Phil's technique. And then here's an old one. So this footage has been unearthed and remastered. And Filthy Tom Lawler is posting this. George Hackenschmidt with a great double leg Maroti Gari, tackle, takedown, whatever you want to call it, on Joe Rogers. And yeah, this is just amazing, man. Cornette would fucking bust a nut over this. Let's see this. And look at the ref, man. He's full on like suit tie. Dude's got a fucking monocle. And, he's waiting at the go space on the Monopoly board. And you got fucking George Hackenschmidt, bodybuilder and grappler. Here's some real graps, folks. Boom. North-south. Tries to reverse. So that position there is called the north-south. Right? Some people are like, oh, 69. But yeah, it's the north-south position. Great stuff. And just, yeah, this ref is right in it. And whether they're working a shoot or shooting the work shoot, brother, fucking amazing, hey? I mark out for shit like this. So, yeah, that's my miscellaneous to bring to the show today. I'm going to put another poll in the chat, okay? As we'll look at the card here. And I'll put another poll in the chat, and then we'll dive into some news. Chat, let me know if you guys want AEW news or WWE news first. Actually, I don't even think I have WWE news. I think we covered it all already. So we'll go into AEW news next. I picked. So yeah, I'm going to put a new poll in the chat, and it is going to be for this next match. Who do you think wins this grudge match? Seth Rollins or Bronson Reed? Here we go, guys. Vote on that. Let me know who you think. Burn it down now. Who do you got, Jake, for this one? The last one, did I give a pick, guys? I don't even think I gave a goddamn pick. This one, I'm gonna go. Oh, sheesh.
I think I'm on Seth on this one.
Okay, does someone fuck Seth so Reed gets the win, or they have to give Seth the win, right? But then it kind of buries all this momentum Reed's gotten.
I don't think
and
it
then
really
he's kind of like a
buries
Nakamura,
him.
though. He's kind of like a Nakamura then. Like, okay. But I don't know. What do you think?
I think Seth like steals the win. I think this is gonna be like Reed's gonna be like murdering him, and then Seth's gonna steal a win, and then Reed might continue to attack him afterwards or something. I feel like Reed's. I don't think a loss would hurt him, but I think Seth kind of needs a big win on a pay-per-view because when's the last time he has a big win on a pay-per-view? He's always losing on pay-per-view anymore or PLEs.
I'm gonna go. Reed wins this one.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going Reed wins this one. And yeah, Rollins is just over like Rover. Over like Red Rover. Lincoln Hawk for 523 says Bronson taking that curb stomp on the hood and coming back was fucking rough. Yes, I agree, man. Every time he shows up, shit gets destroyed. Him and Rollins brawling, an extension of, Braun and Bronson. Amazing stuff. And yeah, I am looking forward to this one. Bronson went from like a guy we were all like, who cares? And now every time he's on, I can't wait because shit's going to explode and stuff. And I'm going to go with Bronson. I think he needs a big win here, man. But that's just me. Lincoln Hawk, man. Thanks so much. It's awesome you're tapping in. Plenty and Pixel are for $10. My God.
Guys, Tony Khan.
Says, Phil, check your Discord later tonight. Yeah, I will. I'll do it after I post the replay of this. I think Bronson wins tonight. Okay, you're with me. And Seth jumps him right away. Yeah, I think Bronson, you know what I would love to see done again? Maybe they could do it with Bronson, where someone's on his back, maybe a Seth, and then he go like they do the Bam Bam Bigelow Taz spot where he runs backwards and jumps through the ring. They should fucking do that because they already exploded the ring with them. They've already destroyed. Okay, hold on. And shout out fucking Bronson Reed with his MF Doom fucking singlet. Oh my God. Dude, amazing. And then the Reed on the back and the Doom font. Doom, not to be confused with nobody, especially because the flows he used is so nutty. Oh my God, I love MF Doom, bro. Never too woozy to go study. Crew's got no clues like old cruddy Officer McGillicuddy. Oh, shit. Fuck, man. R.I.P. the GOAT. Doom over everyone. Okay? Well, I don't know. I know it boils down to Tupac and Biggie for everyone. I go Biggie. If you're going Pac versus Big, I go Biggie every time. But Doom to me was like, yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of like, I like the more lyrical, technical shit. Tupac was more of like a melodic message shit. So I get there's two kinds of rappers. There's guys who are like really technical and like, and that's more East Coast style. And then you have the West Coast guys who are more like flowy and catch a vibe. Snoop Dogg, he kind of repeats the rhymes, but don't really matter. He can just do it. You're just vibing with him. That's like Tupac. He would repeat a lot of shit, but his
best cuts of steak with Tupac.
Yeah, his message is so deep, and he could write a good song, harmonize. Biggie was more just like, yo, I'm just gonna fucking battle you to death or whatever. That's the more East Coast style. So Doom's an East Coast guy. Hip hop lesson with Phil. I'm a big Wu-Tang fan as well.
Yes.
But yeah, shout out Reed for his attire and Plinian. I will check Discord. Thank you so much. You are goated. Chris Perry for $2. Bronson got big back energy. He's taking this one. Yeah, he got that Raquel energy. Hey, Chris. He's back like Raquel. Yeah, she came back again. That was so funny. Her whole gimmick was just flex your back and smile. But look over your shoulder at the camera while you're doing it. Just like that, yeah.
It's literally the only direction. She wants anything else. She's like, please, can I have anything more? No, that's it. Turn your back, flex.
Yeah, Certified says Pac was nothing like Snoop. Yeah, they were in this sense, bro. They're like melodic rappers, bro. It's the West Coast style to be more like I know there was the gangster era, of course, like where it's just like hard hitting. But yeah, Snoop is like he flows and he'll repeat rhymes sometimes, but you're just vibing with him. That's the same thing with Pac. Now, yes, Pac had a way deeper message. Like, who's better, Snoop or Pac? I'm going Pac, obviously. Right? That's a whole other debate, though, right? But just on the sense of the West Coast vibe of like, even think like I don't know. It's just that vibe they have. Even like Wiz Khalifa, he's just like a flowy dude. He doesn't even he's not like Eminem. He's not like lyrical miracle. He's just he can rap good, but he just like takes you on a vibe, like these sort of guys, Wiz and shit like that. Yeah. So I like that stuff. I'm like such just a music fan in general, dude. I listen to country to fucking hip hop to, glitch hop, everything, house music. Paul Nolan makes great fucking music. Look him up on Spotify, guys. Paul James Nolan. He makes great house stuff. Rollins is bleeding on his back there from some sort of bump, and the match started after a big brawl outside. So,
I mean, I think it's from that chair we threw him on.
Yeah,
you can like see where he hit the arm of the chair. Like that's the shape of the.
This guy goes pocket Snoop for trash. Hell no! Now we do not agree with that shit. No.
Wait a
minute. Oh man.
Now we're just talking bullshit now.
Yeah.
The Eddie.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love you guys all love music and Funky 4+1, Sugar Hill. Yeah, let's go, man. I'm down. I'm down with it all, man. That's why I didn't get mad too when like SmackDown changed their music or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. It's Friday night, bro. You're drunk, you're in the club. It depends who you are. But in 2024, if fucking, AC/DC comes on or, Megan featuring whoever comes on, more people are fucking bopping out to that Meg Thee Stallion. I'm sorry. Just is what it is. I get it, So it might not be my favorite song, but I like the NXT one too, though, with the, like Lil Wayne. I'm just like a huge Lil Wayne fan too. I don't like fucking Seth Rollins' like Young Bucks attire. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Oh, come on now, Phil. What about R. Kelly and Diddy? Diddy was just like nothing. He didn't like people just wrote his shit or he just hopped in and did ad libs. Like, yeah, And then R. Kelly, say what you will. I mean, like personal life aside, his music slaps, bro. Come on, be honest here. Same with Mike Jackson, whoever, all these creeps, okay? Everyone in Hollywood's a fucking weirdo, you know what I mean?
It's Hollywood for a reason.
Yeah, everyone in the music industry's fucking weird. You know what I mean? I fucking just their music, though. Chris Benoit was a great wrestler. I wouldn't fucking his personal life. I don't know about all that, but yeah, R. Kelly, man, some fucking jams, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? Was it Phil Spector who like?
Yeah, Nos too. Yeah, we're just talking music now. Yeah, Nos.
Phil Spector's one of the greatest producers in the history of music. Produced the Wall of Sound in like the 60s and 70s, and then killed his wife. Oh shit! And there's creeps everywhere.
Yeah, my favorite beat producer of all time is DJ Premier.
Nice.
For sure. Like Dre's up there too, but honestly, Premier is like for hip hop. That's his shit slaps. You ain't hype for $2 says you should listen to Wheeler Walker Jr. Buddy, I already have, and he's been on JRE's podcast as well. Thank you for the $2. And yeah, shout out Wheeler Walker. Wheeler Walker. He's funny. I had a heart scare last night and I'm recovering, bro. Mike Sausley's chat. Love energies to Mike Sausley. Please, everyone, love energies. And to Anthony, who has a surgery on Monday. Both of you guys rest up. Be cool.
Be well.
Don't watch any AEW and piss yourselves off. And take care of your goddamn selves. And get rest. For real. Take that shit seriously.
Seriously.
Jimmy B for $10 says, I Want It All was such an underrated SmackDown theme. Also, have you ever heard of Charisma? I think he would have been one of the biggest Bay Area rappers if he hadn't got shot. Well, damn. I mean,
You what?
It's tough, man. I haven't heard of him, no. But if you're in the Discord, link is in the description. There's an area for random whatever shit. Drop it in there, man, and I'll check it out. We love sharing music and all type of shit in the Discord. So if you guys aren't in there, make sure you check it out. And thank you for the super chat. And yeah, send me something, Jimmy B, and I'll definitely give it a listen. Yeah, this match has been solid, man. And after they started on the outside, they've just kept it in the ring, and they're just like having a match, big guy versus, littler guy wearing Young Bucks attire. I don't like Seth in this Young Bucks shit. I really don't. It's giving Young Bucks, as my wife would say. You know what I mean? It's giving whatever. 69 likes, awesome. Try and run them up more. Yeah, we can get up to 100 throughout the course of the show. I'm sure we can. And yeah, after this, we'll hop into some AEW news, and then I got Sickos and I got Dave.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, always. Of course.
He's if anybody's gonna give you material, it's always gonna be Dave. Yeah, man, I understand that heart stuff, dude. Best of luck, mate. Like, that's scary stuff.
Yeah, I had a heart freak out there too, man. Actually, like maybe a year ago now, where same type of thing. I had to go to the hospital and they hooked me up to all the shit, but I was good actually. And like, I get my blood and everything done regularly now, especially because I found out I have like a fucking, I have some like genetic disorder. Yeah.
So do I. No, I
had some fucking, when my legs swelled up, they found I had like a staph infection just from nothing. And then turns out I fucking have like a genetic disorder that they don't really know a lot about, but it is all good though. It's not like it's death, but it is like, fuck, man, I take these antibiotics that suck, bro. They just suck the energy out of me. Like, yeah, dude. I have no time to be the mole, guys. I'm telling you, I'm way too tired every day.
I have an issue with my aortic valve. But yeah, because we know we caught it, I maintain it. I take medicine for it. Like, catching it and figuring it out was a real expensive and terrible process. But once we figured it out, it's been fine. And now I'm okay. And it's been this way for like,
luckily in Canada, like I can get shit like looked at and everything free, but it's not fully free. Like I luckily have insurance and shit. Me and my wife do, luckily, because like you do need that shit still, especially because I have to see like specialists and stuff. So that all still costs money. Our healthcare is not all it's cracked up to be. I know Americans like to go like, well, what about Canada? It's like, yeah, listen to Brock Lesnar. He's a Canadian citizen, chooses to live in Canada. A boot buddy, eh? But he goes to America when he has to see a doctor and shit. And he described our healthcare as third world, man. Third world, bro. And he's been all over the world. So there you go. Like, listen to him, He'll fucking tell you.
Oh, man.
Here we go. God. Dude, Reed's fucking Doom attire is one of the fucking gangsters. This has to be in the game. What's the status? Make this in the game, bud. I'm tweeting you right now. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. They're not even a real country anyway.
I just give Reed the credit. I mean, this match has been going on for a while, and he's still just standing up every time is going to take some out of him with his size, and dude's got some hella cardio. And now that I look at every time I see it now, anytime I look at Seth, that's up. Yep. I'm like, which Buck is that? Balding Buck or Road Warrior Buck?
Yeah, no, this one's fucking Talented Buck.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Draw a buck. Buck that draw a buck. That's what fucking Seth is.
There it is. He's drama.
Nax one SDK. That's for like SDK, like Stomp Down. Hey, we were just talking hip hop. That's amazing too. I fucking I know all those dudes, man. Did anyone see the interview KO did with Kathy Kelly earlier? He got in a car accident in Saudi the other day and blamed Orton and Cody for sabotaging the vehicle. He's turning into a delusional heel. I love it. Yes. So I might have it in bookmarks there. I don't think I did actually, because I didn't see anything in the WWE folder. But yes, so Kevin Owens, they're doing all these social media angles, and he's blaming them for sabotaging his car, and he got in a car accident. Who knows if it was real and then they worked it into a shoot work shoot, or if it was a shoot that got worked into a work shoot work, brother. But either way, thank you for reminding me of that. Nax One SDK. Amazing. Yeah. So I used to work. I'll DM you next. You know what I mean? You got my DM, bro. I ain't on Instagram a lot, but I'll hit you, bro. Yeah, because I fucking have done lots of shows and shit with those guys, like just back like 10 years ago and stuff. I used to roll around with open for fucking those dudes a bunch and stuff. So yeah, we'll talk, bro. We'll DM. But yeah, this Doom singlet is maybe my favorite singlet that I've ever seen someone wear. For real. I'm like marking out over it so hard. I love it so much. And he just looks like a fucking star. And I felt like for a while there, I was bored of Bronson Reed when it was like him versus Ricochet and Nakamura, him versus Tozawa and Ricochet, him versus Nakamura and whoever. Like it was so boring. And now it's like fucking Reed can't miss for me. Everyone crying about Jonah Okada. Like, you give it time, man. It was same with when Naomi came back from TNA. They're like, oh, they're burying her. No, she went away for a year. She's got to put everyone over. Now, I read she was the betting favorite to win the Royal Rumble last week or whatever. So now I think it's Rhea. But yeah, I mean, Naomi's just as well. She's getting all her wins. She's in the title picture. She's with the big girls. So you got to trust WWE's process, especially as of late. Lincoln Hawk for 5. Yeah, maybe. That's like around. Yeah. Well, I'll DM you, bro. Yes. Snack Merc, shout them all out. Yeah. Caspian, Evil, Prada. Yeah, I definitely know them all. We've probably crossed paths then, buddy. Small world, bro. Small world. I'm glad you reached out. And Nax, guys, for the record, too, made me some cool like graffiti PWT art that I don't know. I'll unveil sometime. I don't know. I don't know what to use it for, but we'll think of something clever. Lincoln Hawk for 536 says, make a DVD of people doing DVDs. You'll make tens of dollars. Why am I so ahead of everyone? Yeah, no spoilers, please, Sky. I just saw the finish. So I'm wrong tonight. I'm shooting wrong on everything. Yeah, God damn it. 0-3. I'm going to say 0-3 too, because I didn't even pick the one match. Reed busted open. We got color hard way on both guys.
Ooh.
A clean win. Gotta like that. Make a DVD of people doing DVDs. You'll make tens of dollars. Thank you for the super chat, Lincoln Hawk.
For the dozens and dozens of Mankind fans.
Oh, my God.
It was a good match, though. That was fun.
What are we seeing? Reed leaking. Wow, they really let Seth win this. Yeah, dude. Hey, they're going to fight again. Yes, I agree, Anthony. There will be another match. Sorry, so Seth took it. Yes, plenty. And sorry if we spoiled that, too. Okay, chat. I tried to check in with you guys as much there. Let's dive into some hot news, but I'm just watching replays here, too. Let's dive into Phil Marks, bookmarks, WWE hot news. Yeah, so thank you, Nax, for bringing that fucking Kevin Owens thing, because I wanted to, but a lot of times I don't bookmark because they will fucking strike your social media. WWE will, or their social media as well, which is crazy because it's social media. Like, you'd think their stuff on TV, I understand, but like if they do like a backstage thing and then they post it, you'd think they'd let people show that at least on their podcast. But WWE's pretty strict, man, about that stuff. So we dump into AEW news. And yeah, I say we get these guys in a rematch, like a last man standing or a fucking who knows, right?
The best guys, Tony Khan.
We're gonna jump into AEW hot news in 1 second here. I might be behind you guys, but I'm still just seeing them join and they're talking shit, and I just want to see if anything pops off. And I'm looking for a Goldberg appearance too tonight, guys. There may be a wild Goldberg somewhere, maybe not.
A wild Goldberg.
Yeah, there might be a wild Goldberg appearance, maybe not. He keeps saying, "I'll make you famous." Undertaker's like, "That's my gimmick, brother." WWE Shop, guys, I am an affiliate guy. If you guys want to go below, if you're buying anything from WWE Shop, there's a link below. Click that. No extra cost. And you support this channel and your favorite WWE superstar. How about that? A little plug for your boy. So, Jake, are you ready for some AEW hot news?
Always.
Is it your favorite? What's your favorite part of the show?
I mean, it's obviously the Dave Meltzer. I mean, like that's the Dave Meltzer dumb moment of the week. Nothing beats that.
Some people like the sickos more than the Dave. Some people like the Dave more than the sickos.
I mean, it's just, yeah, I mean, I like it all, but if you're going to have me pick my favorite, it's going to be Dave just because it's so funny. Like you were literally watching someone descend into complete madness. And I would feel bad, but he's such an asshole. So it's fine.
I like that. I like that take, Jake. Chat, what's your favorite? Let me know. IWC Sickos, Dave Meltzer. Just let me know in the chat what your favorite is. I'm going to end this poll. I see you motherfuckers cheating. No, it actually dropped down. So some of you, or maybe, I don't know if mine's lined up. I was going to say some of you voted the wrong thing. Are you even further back than us? So the women's belt is up next.
Nice.
The women's crown jewel belt, and I will start a poll, another poll. Who do you think will win the crown jewel championship? Liv Morgan, Nia Fia Jax. Here we go.
Seal.
92 watching. Run those likes up. Here's a package, a big long package. Dave, none, sickos. I'm all for the fantastical tales. Yeah, so sickos. No simpy for Dave. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Yeah, you guys vote. Let me know. So Dustin Rhodes, his contract has come up, but he hasn't necessarily left AEW ROH. Negotiations between the two sides are ongoing, though no agreement has been reached yet, per Fightful Select. Well, we get an update. Dustin Rhodes is now officially a free agent. Gold Dust in the Hall of Fame confirmed.
Let's go.
So like last year, I was saying that Dustin Rhodes was going to be in the Hall of Fame. I talked shit like a year early. The reason why is because Undertaker was saying it, and Conrad Thompson and Eric Bischoff were talking on their show about, well, there's somebody who might be in the, Eric, there's somebody who might be in the Hall of Fame. They were alluding to someone who might be a free agent soon, and they were talking about Goldust. They weren't naming him, and I know that. I did snoopings around, okay? Not that I'm trying to break news. I jumped the gun, though. I was like, last year it'll happen. It didn't happen. This year, though, it seems like it's going to happen. Not that I'm the fucking news. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. But yeah, so fuck yes, we manifested this PWT universe, at least my belief, along with Undertaker. And yeah, Undertaker said it's not a matter of if, it's when. I think Tony could have given him $1 billion. Maybe not $1 billion, but I don't think any amount of money would have kept Dustin there. I think he did his time there. He went to bat for the company. He fucking put Tony over. And I think he's just like, yeah, I'm going to now go back to WWE. He should, because he's going to get the Goldust Hall of Fame induction, and his brother's going to induct him like he did their father. And he's going
affiliation too.
Dude, yeah. And I mean, hey, Stone Cold said he wants to show up at this WrestleMania, maybe to help Cody. Maybe Cody needs a little help from Dustin. and needs his brother. Maybe Dustin shows up with a couple homies from Texas. What? Who knows? We don't know, but I fucking love it. And I would even love, Cody Dustin one more time, AEW style. But that was the greatest AEW match of all time is Cody Dustin. So let's see that one more time in WWE, maybe. Who knows? I don't even need to see a Dustin Rhodes run. Him in NXT is just priceless, You couldn't even put a fucking price tag on that. So awesome. Can't wait.
Seriously.
And it's not like there's no announcement. He's not like, oh, I'm going to WWE again. But come on. We all know. And the Nightmare Factory, he just opened, Dustin just opened his wrestling school or his wrestling fed, his little promotion. I mean, they're probably going to
Academy, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to squat up with fucking WWE probably under that WWE ID thing.
Right.
Makes perfect sense to me.
It's too logical. It's literally too logical. Yeah. He gets his schooly WWE ID affiliation. He gets to go in the Hall of Fame and possibly have some TV appearances with Cody, and then he gets to go in the Hall of Fame. Like, what else? It's perfect. Like, it's absolutely perfect. Oh, and then he'll be a coach in NXT as well, and guide for the future, because obviously he loves to do that. Like, I don't see any way he doesn't. Plus, he's set for life. He's had a job for the rest of his life doing that with them and running his school.
So we were talking about the AEW mole earlier, who's not me, I swears it. And see, I don't even like all of his tweets either. I still play it real low key, guys. But he tweeted out, people who think the Young Bucks did the right thing, maybe it was actually a decision taken out of their hands. So I don't know, just something I thought pretty compelling. The Bucks dropped the titles to Private Party, and then the news comes out. I think it's in Dave Meltzer news, but we'll talk about it now. The Young Bucks are taking time off now again or whatever. They'll be back in January or some shit. But Dave Meltzer spoils all the plans. He just tells us the booking, which also confirms the mole, because he's a fucking idiot. We're going to talk about that in a bit. But yeah, the mole throws it out there. People who think the Bucks did the right thing, maybe it was taken out of their hands. So the Bucks with boo-boo face, I think Awful pointed it out. They had boo-boo fucking face, and they dropped the belts. Let's look at, speaking of Awful, here's his little compilation video. And here are the ratings, 628K. We can do a little breakdown here now. I talked about this with Suplex. Lashley comes in, and the overrun guys actually gave them a bump for once.
Oh,
so it actually worked, and they garnered 20K people in the overrun. But yeah, it didn't do the best ratings ever. It beat NXT this week, although they were both up against playoffs, I want to say. What was NXT up against, Jake?
I think they're both up against the World Series, because it was Game 4 and Game 5 of the World Series.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go through the quarter hours. You guys know, I'm whatever. We know what they fucking draw. However, I just need to point that out. The overrun worked for once. So maybe Lashley and them start getting them some fucking ratings. Now, when we say ratings, we're talking if they get 750, that's a win for AEW at this point. So, yeah. So, hopefully, maybe. I don't know if you guys are like Camp, you want to see the show die. I don't. But, yeah, it is what it is. Also, I should point this out. They're talking about on Crown Jewel, Rhea Ripley's orbital bone. I don't know about y'all, but I've seen orbitals broke a bunch just from watching MMA and boxing for a long time and kickboxing. She don't look like she got a fucking broken orbital. So I think this is a work shoot gimmick injury, because they need to milk this shit until Mania, because they just see the numbers live in Rhea do, and the story's too hot to not do it, and I think they're just milking the shit out of it. Some people are saying maybe she's pregnant. I don't know. Maybe she has another injury and they're saying it's an orbital. Maybe. We're going to get into that a bit later, because Dave is convinced it's real. But I don't think it was, because your fucking eyes shut when you break your orbital on the top or the bottom. The top would be worse, because that's thicker. That's thicker skull, dude. So you'd be fucked up, man. Anyways, but MJ from NJ says, now that the official quarter-hour ratings are finally out, we see the 618K normalized average if you exclude the lead-in and the overrun. Thank you, MJ from NJ. I always say that too. We got to stop playing the overrun and the fucking lead-in game. However, if you stick Lashley's debut in the overrun and it works a little bit, I'm going okay. Now, it's only 20,000 people. It could have just been 20,000 looking for the next show or whatever Avengers movie was on next. I don't know. However, we're going to keep an eye on that, chat. We're going to keep an eye on that, Jake. So MJ says the same thing. Nice to see the overrun actually helped. Yes, the median, not the average, look it up, was 603, excluding the lead-in and overrun. Including those, it was actually 615. Okay, I'm not breaking it all down that much. But yeah, there you have it. And then here is the death of AEW, awful wrestling. Here's his little video. Let's check it out. So they're chanting for Cassidy. Terry Funk lives. Oh my God.
Forever. Forever.
That is brutal.
That's enough of that. I don't do this. I don't like this. This is not who I am. I don't.
The worst fucking, what did he say? The
William
worst
Shatner.
fucking William Shatner impression ever. Still no Millie, but beat NXT. Yeah. You got to point that out. Like, even when they went head to head originally, like AEW beat the shit out of NXT. So it's so funny how when NXT beats AEW, they just cry like bitches. But yeah, they did. They did beat them. But they're not on the same night. And if Tony Khan gives up his time slot to not go head to head, that'll be the most bitch made thing ever, bro.
Such a bitch.
Yeah, we're getting pulled for that song. Thanks, Awful. The Neo Moxley's attack Orange Cassidy. Bro, was that started in PWT? It has to be the Whitepool Neo Moxley clan. Like, I don't know if anyone called them Neo Moxley before this chat, but goddamn, amazing PWT. We've invaded the fucking IWC, bro, with flutes and everything. And then Darby comes dangling down. You see this goof come dangling down and like, bro, come on, he ain't beating up Claudio. Fucking Justin Roberts is bigger than fucking Darby, dude.
He's hidden behind Claudio. And he's still got the thing attached to him.
And then he falls through the shitty table. Darby Allin weighs fucking 84 pounds and he falls through the table. Like, and then he just falls through there, and Claudio's got to stand there and wait for this guy that he just was no-selling to get back up like an idiot. And it's just like, fuck, man. It's so messy all the time.
But wait, there's more.
Big knee. Buckle bomb. Stomp. And that's Rollins' move. I'm so tired of people burying the stomp now, too. Goes for a pin. Kicks out at 1. And then he hulks up. Awful. Oh man, that's hilarious, dude. Fucking awful, man. Doing the damn thing.
I'll put myself over for my 625 guess. I nailed that one.
Here's some more botches. We're gonna get Don Stevens, but fuck it. Look at this table. Abaddon tries to spear through it. It doesn't break. Okay. Doesn't break.
Oh god.
Okay. Dives onto the table, doesn't break. Another one doesn't break, and she like face plants into this one. Like, look at this. You couldn't have hit it any worse. Boom. And then she flops on it, like, just looks stupid. Like, boom. Just look at these, man. Again.
And of course, the camera cuts right when she's face planting on it. Great look.
I am the table. And again, what does Tony do every year? I pointed out the last 2 years for Halloween. What does Tony do? Oh, it's Halloween, right? Come on, Abaddon.
The best guy is Tony Khan.
Abaddon Spooky? Yeah, come have a match for the title, for the world title out of nowhere.
This is great.
It's literally what he does every year. Call Abaddon for Halloween. It's
It'd be
so
different if
bad,
she was like,
man.
if it was like their one-off, but she's signed to the company to work one night a year. She's like their Santa Claus, but for Halloween. Good for her. It's a good gig if you can get it.
Man.
Great gig if you can get it. Come out once a year.
It is fucked. The mole says again, please don't. He says, please don't give Chris Jericho the credit if I think what's about to happen happens. And he goes, something is going on with Ring of Honor, but it's above my pay grade. If I find out what, I'll let you guys know. Well, guess what? It was then announced that Ring of Honor is about to get a TV deal and that they put the belt on Chris Jericho because he has the best chance at getting them a TV deal. Okay? Tiffy's about to cash in, folks. We'll keep an eye on this. But yeah, the mole was right and strikes yet again by saying something big's happening with ROH. Well, it turns out they're about to get a TV deal, and then it turns out they're putting the belt on Jericho so that he can help get a TV deal. Now, Jericho also, the first time when he became the Ocho,
right?
That's what they said. Oh, they're putting it on Jericho because it'll be easier for them to get a TV deal with Ring of Honor. So it didn't happen last time. Who knows if it'll happen this time? But yeah, that I don't know. Mole strikes again.
If it is, I've heard True TV would be where it would go, which is just hilarious.
And if people think I'm the mole, how the fuck would I have guessed that? I never would have. I was saying put Ring of Honor on YouTube. So come on now. Come on, Lee. Jamie Earhart for $2 says, I have the same problem. A big, long package. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Hey-o.
It ain't always it ain't a problem. Or maybe it is a big problem. You know what I mean? Nikki P don't have that problem, right? Shorty's in the chat. Say, yeah. Dude, Tiffy might cash in, though. I'm getting nervous here. Thank you for the super chat, bud. Here, we're locked in here, and then we're getting to this story here that is in the title of this whole stream. And this match has been okay. It's always Liv just playing the little guy. Now, unless you're as good as Rey Mysterio, it's hard to do that all the time and keep me invested every time, you know? For real, because it's like with her, it's the same concept almost against everyone. Okay, you're smaller, and it's like unless you're Rey Mysterio level, it's hard to do that. And you know,
yeah, I think it was smart for them to bring in Raquel as her heater to kind of help with that, so like Raquel can knock out people or whatever, and then eventually turn on her. Freshens it up at least a little bit.
But they're doing too much. They kind of stooge that they're not going to do it because she's been out here so long now. It's like, fucking do it or don't. 101 of you in the chat. Run the likes up, please. Let's get them to 100. Nia's just wearing like normal ring gear. She always wears shit like this, so. Leg drop finisher. That's got to be it. It's fucked that one of your champions got to lose, but it's also a way where I don't know. It's a way where like a champion can lose and you're not like mad. They don't have to lose their belt, you know? So it's, yeah, you know, I'm okay with it just because it's the Saudis. If they weren't doing this for any other sport, I'd be like, this is fucking dumb. But because they legit do this, like they had Francis Ngannou fight fucking Tyson Fury for a fake belt with a bunch of diamonds. Liv got it done. We're 0 for 4, man. Holy shit. Jake's fucking 4 for 4.
I'm knocking these out today. I don't know how.
Emotional damage.
Damn. I should have listened to this. Is why, Jake, we didn't do a preview beforehand. I was late. You were late. I jumped on. I just started giving picks. Usually when we do a preview, Usually you will say some shit, or
We
Dose
talk it
will say
out.
some shit, or yeah, someone,
Right.
Chris will say some shit where I go, oh fuck, yeah, that convinced me of this. So I should have talked it out with you, but it's all good. How
That's
does
the
one
Saudi
run
show.
a like up? You just click that like, baby. Finally got one of them right. Yeah, I'm fucking up. It's okay. Took like 4 people. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. For the briefcase to matter, you have to forget about it for a while. Fucking StreamYard too. It'll become AWT again. The alt
Yeah.
Jake Wrestle Times again. Hey, I'll get booted.
That was hilarious. Just because I thought it was my
Yeah,
internet. And
no.
I was sitting there like waiting. I'm like, my internet will come back. And then someone in the chat went, Phil. And I'm like, oh shit, it's me. All right, let's go.
See, there's a little girl like invested in this shit, bro.
Mhm.
And that's what matters. Like, even if she's like, they forced her to sit wherever she's sitting and like she's a plant or whatever, it's, whatever it is, it's still, it's the perception, and hopefully things change. And yeah.
No, they've definitely shown enough women in the crowd, especially during the women's matches. You can tell it's something they're proud of. Hey, it is cool. I mean, Liv getting a standing ovation in a tiny little blonde girl getting a standing ovation in Saudi Arabia, like,
and just
pretty cool.
like you can tell she really fucking, she's like emotional, she really wanted that.
I mean, she gets a lot of shit from people, and she isn't the best in the ring, but
She's
you can tell
amazing.
she puts the work in. I love it. She puts the work in. You can see it. I remember that documentary they released on Peacock a couple years ago about her, where basically the entire documentary is her career never was able to get off the ground. All she ever wanted was to be able to get a chance.
Yeah,
and she's taken this heel run and ran with it, and that's awesome.
Oh, dude, the ad for Saturday Night Main Event.
So good.
Let's fucking go.
It's so good.
Okay, so to finish off AEW news, I wrote, this is insane. So WrestleVotes posts, the internal belief within AEW is that Orange Cassidy could be AEW's long-term top babyface.
Shut up, bitch.
Thank you.
Management reportedly have a lot of faith in Cassidy and have even claimed he has John Cena aura about him.
You what?
With the current plan being Cassidy will be the one to eventually take down the Whitepool Bumbaclot Neo Moxley Clan Club and save AEW.
You fucking mark!
So it's going to be the Bucks. Maybe Cassidy aligns with them, but John Cena aura from Orange Cassidy.
What?
And then their long-term top babyface. He's 40. He's 41 in like a couple months or something. What the fuck are we talking about? Who in management? You mean Tony Khan?
That's all Tony Khan. I was like, management. Okay. And there's only one person who's going to say he has John Cena aura. Only one.
You mean Will Washington?
The best guy's Tony Khan.
Who are we talking about? Who? What? John Cena aura? Yeah. When he was a fetus.
Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
Maybe like
What
when John
the
Cena first
fuck,
came out and was like, had that stupid little haircut and was saying ruthless aggression and wearing the tights of whatever town he was in and the sports team color. Maybe that John Cena, but not any John Cena since.
Jesus Christ. Hey, I have Channing Tatum aura just because I said that. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. I tell my wife all the time I have Ryan Reynolds aura. She laughs at me though. Not with me. Jesus
I just
Christ.
can't, like, who comes up with this shit? Like, they did this for clicks. They had to have. And I wrote down here, these guys are so old and uncool, it's not even funny. I mean,
it's just wow.
So
John
that was
Cena.
AEW news, guys.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Sorry to disappoint you. We'll give a fucking instead of a round of applause today we will give a big L to AEW news.
Yeah, if anything has ever deserved a sad trombone, it was that. Wow, that's the worst take I've ever heard in my life. Ever, just ever.
So I'm going to put a new poll in the chat. I see you guys cheating in there. 60% picked Liv. You guys probably cheated though. We're gonna put a new poll in the chat, and then we're gonna get into some sickos and some Meltzer. We're gonna lock in for this match. Let's get a new poll going here. Owens versus KO. Who do you think wins this grudge match? Kevin Owens or Randy Orton's? Here we go. We call him Randy Orton's in my household. For real, I'm not kidding. I don't know why we do it, and we know. But it's oh yeah, who am I picking? Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'm going with Kevin Owens too, because I think this is how they not get rid of, but like write Randy off maybe for like a little while. Because if they're going to try to tease out that unless they want to do Cody and Randy at the Rumble, maybe. But I just feel like that's such a great Mania match at some point. But yeah, I think KO's winning this one. But who knows?
Yeah.
Either way, like this could be like this really could be the match of the night.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
or who knows? I don't know. I think Cody and Gunther's gonna fucking dude. How many matches do we got left, dude? We got this one, the U.S. title, and then the main event. Man, amazing.
Title. I forgot about the U.S. title. You're right. There is 7 on this card.
The worst match is the fucking Bloodline one so far. Not to shit on it, but for real.
Yeah, but they had the storyline at the ending of it is all you're going to really remember from it, so that's fine. That was if you're going to have the bad match, have it with the great storyline afterwards. It's perfect. It makes so much sense. Because really, the story of that match is going to be Randy Orton kicking, or not Sami Zayn kicking Roman Reigns. I like how he wears the Cowboy Bob Orton shirt. That's nice. Oh, speaking of Cowboy Bob Orton, I watched that what was that Grapple Vision doc about the Plan B video. I watched that the other night. That was so good. That was enthralling. And then I ended up finding the actual full Plan B video on YouTube and watched that right afterwards. Spent like 2 hours watching that stuff. So
amazing.
Last time I didn't know anything about it. Now I'm fully versed on the topic because man, that was interesting. I'd never even heard of it when you brought it up last time, and I was like, what?
And guys, if you're not, check out patreon.com/prowrestletimes. You guys see here, consider checking it out. Me and Alt Jake are watching Tough Enough, WWE Tough Enough. So season 1, episode 1, we watch, pause, react to it. All the episodes are like 45 minutes. It's an hour 19, so that's an hour long, 20-minute. Hour 20-minute long video and stuff that I'll get pulled down for on YouTube. I put here on Patreon. So we react to Botchamania, every Botchamania. We're watching season 1 of Tough Enough. Also, like you get stuff early. So the Sickos video, we watched the Tony Khan NFL Films thing. I watched that. The uncut 10 minutes of Tony Khan video, every appearance of him in the All Access reality show. You get early access to stuff, things like this here, Aubrey Edwards dancing that gets cut out of the live show. Like when they Don Stevens me, I cut it out, I upload it here. And also things like, I have like every wrestler getting punked ever, I put it in a compilation and react to it. So that sort of stuff. Consider checking out the Patreon, supporting the channel, supporting PWT. Yeah. Anyways, let's hear them sing Orton's song. Dude, they're singing his song like crazy. In
You
English,
can't even hide.
en anglais.
That's
Hey,
smile on
James,
Orton's
thanks so
face,
much
though.
for the high and the thumbs up. Yeah, Graps history. So on the PWT run-in shows and stuff, yeah, that'll be something we do is just check in with Grapple Vision and look in, like just watch his mini docs and his Wrestling Gets Real and all that. We did that on Halloween. We did a Wrestling Gets Real there. That was amazing. So stay locked into PWT, folks. Tons of great content all the time. And all Jake's channels coming soon too. And that's our little plugs there.
Yeah, I launched it to actually like be live at the channel yesterday. I'm going to start doing content.
Yeah, what
soon.
is the actual channel name?
It's Alt Jake Takes on Wrestling is what it is.
Okay. All one word or what? Alt Jake Takes
Or there might be a
on...
dash between the Alt and the Jake, but yeah.
I'm just gonna search it up and see if I can't no, it doesn't come up yet, obviously, because you don't have like content yet and stuff.
Yeah.
But just send me a link to that, and or did you DM me a link to that or what?
I think I did. Yeah, I did this morning.
We'll put it up, yeah, and I'll subscribe to it right now.
Yeah, it's Alt Dash Jake. That's what it is.
Yeah, let me see. Boom.
Yeah.
So guys, here's the channel right here. Alt Dash Jake Takes on Wrestling, and yeah, you can subscribe to him. I'm gonna subscribe to him right now. Boom. You guys subscribe. He's got 7. Go and subscribe to all Jake's channel and freaking guest to Pro Wrestle Times, Pro Wrestle Clips. There you go. And I'll be popping in on Jake's stuff too from time to time. And he'll be doing spaces and stuff. And he'll be popping on, and his channel will be more like he's going to pop in and give takes on stuff. Just quick hot takes. So make sure you get over there and check him out and subscribe. Spread that PWT universe love. You know what I mean?
That's really what it is. Yeah, just more ways for people to interact and have fun. The interaction's what I enjoy the most.
Alan Thomas, love you, bud. Take it easy. Grapple Vision is on YouTube. Yes, it's an amazing channel. Yeah, they, I chopped it up with them in DMs a few times, shout them out. And yeah, they don't mind when we EFAP their stuff. And so I do that on YouTube because they're not stingy. And they go through the trials and tribulations of what footage is okay to use and what isn't, so I can EFAP it later. So thank them. And a tremendous channel just filled with just gems, man. Like I'm telling you, things that their channel should be way bigger with it's huge already, but it should be like millions of subs. They should be bigger than What Culture and shit with the type of like really actual like the sicko stuff, the nitty gritty, man. They're not going after the IWC sickos, but just the whole, he just pulls up the gems, and he gets every wrestling fight ever in his Wrestling Gets Real series. Is this like a anything goes match? Like no DQ?
I don't think the match has actually started. I think, he's...
Because he just attacked him with a chair. And you brought up the Bob Orton shirt earlier. Kevin Owens also wore a Dusty Rhodes one on SmackDown.
Yeah.
You noticed that too, which was crazy.
Yeah, and he was talking shit to Cody. It was great.
Owens gonna sideline Orton. Anthony Strano says, "Yeah, possibly,
so,
man."
That's what I think's gonna happen. Yep, it just makes sense. But
what? It's Orton and KO like at Mania. Like, what's the payoff to this? Like just this match, he hurts him, and then they have their ultimate blood feud grudge match come Mania or something.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense.
I just don't know if that's the match for Orton.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah.
I can't wait till Cena gets back in the mix and shit, guys. WWE. We're like 2 months away from the Netflix era, and it's like, oh my god, dude, I cannot wait.
Yeah, we're SmackDown, Netflix era, year of John Cena.
Rock,
2020 is gonna be
awesome. Orton, fucking. Everyone.
That's half the reason why I want to launch a channel right there, because there's going to be so much to talk about and
much like Logan Paul's coming back and all that shit too.
Oh yeah.
Because after his brother fights Tyson, which is going to be huge on Netflix, then Logan will come back.
This Royal Rumble is going to be insane.
Oh, this Rumble's going to be nutso.
Like,
I just want them to do one. I want WWE to give us one, like, man, because AEW is such not a threat that, like, have one of their guys show up in the Rumble. Just be that and just, like, get him eliminated. You know, Tony would jump all over that. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Dude. KO just stunnered the fucking ref, chat. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. They're not even going to have that match. Just, yeah.
He just hit a stunner.
Fight.
Yeah, so this isn't even the match at
They're
Crown
just fighting.
Jewel. No, that's awesome, though. That's smart.
That's great.
Like, just save
Yeah.
it. Save the you know, the quote-unquote rematch, but there's no real match even. They just beat the shit out of each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
That's great for the live fans, too. You still get to see all the action and fun, but yeah. No, it's awesome. Jamie Noble. Yeah. What's Jamie Noble?
Jamie Noble had one of the coolest action figures when I was younger.
Him and Nydia.
Well, he was one of the only guys who, like, he wore the jean shorts, but then, like, he would have, like, the white tape on his legs and then the boots. He was, like, the only guy who had that. He had, like, unique legs. I know it sounds so stupid, but that's, like, what made his, you know, like, a lot of people shared the same bodies or, like, legs. You could tell it was like, okay, it's just this, whatever. So I don't collect toys and shit anymore, but when I was a kid, dude, I had, like, every fucking wrestling toy you could imagine. Oh, dude, now Orton's attacking Daivari here. Jake's channel is here. We should fucking link it, actually.
I just put it in the chat too.
Okay, there you go. Jake just put it in the chat. Yeah, Jake, you have mod on here. Yeah, okay, good.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they're just brawling it out. I like this.
Great. I like how, like, the officials came out, and then, like, the producers came out, and then Aldis and Pierce came out. Like, that was good. That was good how they did that. They kept escalating. And they'll probably have, like, a social media post of Triple H in the back in Gorilla, like, going, God, I said this was going to happen. All pissed off. This is great. I like this camera angle.
I love Aldis and Pierce taking bumps and shit, too.
Great.
Fuck,
and
man,
they've been
Aldis.
bickering back and forth on social media. They're going to have a match one day. It's going to happen.
Oh, man, I would love to see Aldis have one run. You bring back the European title. You fucking let him have a run with that thing.
Oh, that would be spectacular.
It'd be fucking amazing, man.
I'm surprised they ever titles, but that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got rid of the NXT UK title as well. Like, you could have just kept it along with the North American title, and you know.
And I know you don't like the Heritage Cup matches, so yeah, that'd probably be better than that. Like,
yeah, you just have that. That's the
both.
UK.
Yeah, having both would be too much, but that would work.
Yeah, you just get rid of that cup and have the UK title, and just, like, make the rules different. Oh, UK title, it's like not rounds, but, you know, 20-second countouts or whatever you do. Just, like, make it different. There's, like, a strict 15-minute time limit no matter what. Just think of like old sport of wrestling rules. You just make it those rules. Oh, man, Kevin's crazy. Oh, damn, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Beef McLarge Big for £2 says, is Tony Khan the next John DuPont? Jesus. Let's pray to God he's not. Oh, man. That was amazing, though. Thank you so much, Beef McLarge Big, for the super chat, and what a fucking hilarious name. Okay, so they just go through the table, and that's it. All right. Party. Barty gang. Let's go. So while we're waiting for the next match to start, oh my God, we have quite a bit in the sickos here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our sicko segment. So Meltzer said what? Tweets out, Phil Mushnick is just the adult David Bixen span with a cleaner apartment. So let's play this clip.
Part's true. The other part that's true is that Phil Mushnick's a fucking miserable guy. Oh, yes.
Brian Last and Jim, Barry and Mushnick here.
I read the New York Post.
This is
Let me
great.
give you the last several headlines, just the headlines of his column. Clueless TBS has made ALCS unwatchable. Vin Scully would be dumbfounded by today's MLB broadcasters' incessant screaming. MLB's abysmal playoff coverage somehow finds a way to hit a new low. Playoffs can't keep MLB networks from insulting their viewers. Greed has made a mess of the MLB playoffs. There was nothing redeeming in Pete Rose's character.
Yeah, Phil Mushnick's just a miserable fuck, man.
He's the living embodiment of that old man yells at cloud.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Everything sucks.
Ohtani's historic season, enabling MLB's money first con. NFL's treatment of fans creating once unfathomable ticket reality. Sports would have already moved on from past concern for athletes' health. It's just one thing after another, after another.
Well, remember when we talked about him, for whatever reason, it came up a few weeks ago on one of the shows. When I said it wasn't like just a crusade against Vince. Vince McMahon is a horrible person individually, whatever. Then I wouldn't have been able to work up a lot of indignation. I mean, but he was this horrible attitude, this fucking snotty, self-important, condescending, wise ass with this axe to grind with the world, this miserable malcontent and nattering nabob of negativity.
Alliteration,
the way that he presented it, it wasn't Vince, it was everybody in the wrestling business is a piece of human slime, and the wrestling business is the lowest thing that could possibly exist, and anybody who watches this stuff is a complete goddamn idiot and buffoon, and fuck all of y'all and all other people. That was the attitude. And so that's why I said sometimes all of these people can be assholes. Yes, they're all.
Yeah, another amazing clip from Meltzer said what, and yeah, just burying Phil Mushnick, that miserable prick. Yeah, PW Insider, we covered that before. Who knows if oh yeah, I've been blocked. I can't remove these idiots from my fucking bookmarks because they blocked me. Pro Wrestle Times speechless. I was tagged in this by Pablo Canuck. Here's a tweet that says, how do people not understand that Moxley is a massive star and a much bigger name than almost anyone else in wrestling today? Moxley, bro. And then this guy goes, doubt the Bucks all you want, diss the Bucks all you want. The match catalog speaks for itself. Best tag team ever. And then this guy goes, LOL, load viewer, no draw, same match every time. This guy goes, they've drew a bigger crowd than any other tag team. Dude, that's not true, bro. The Bucks have not drawn a bigger crowd than any other tag team. They did not draw the whole Wembley crowd, if that's what this guy's trying to.
That has to be what he's talking about. That has to be, which is just sad. They're still bringing up Wembley from 2 years ago. Oh, God. Or 2 Wembleys ago. That was so smart to do the KO and Randy Orton thing like that, too, because then you don't have to have it go for a long 15, 20-minute match and still get the segment out and move the story along. And now can have this U.S. title match be good.
Who are you picking for this?
I think Knight will retain. I think.
Yeah, I'm going LA Knight. Yeah. New poll in the chat. Yeah, and Melo's gonna bring back the spinner title. So moving along here. Here, let me get this shit out of here. This trash. So Peter Cave says, dang, so I guess New Japan is wrong, huh? Responding to AIR goofball. So Cody presents the Bullet Club at the G1 special in San Francisco. And Cody Rhodes went on the Flagrant 2 podcast. He said, yeah, it's revisionist history to say I'm not, but I actually did beat Kenny Omega and become the leader of the Bullet Club technically. And AIR Gold goes, revisionist history from Cody Rhodes again. There's a whole online argument about whether was I ever a Bullet Club leader. It is official. I did lead it. I won against Kenny Omega to get leadership. He did, though, technically. New Japan said that, you fucking dummy. Yeah. Anyways, so the Mole said, I mean, I did tell you guys. And here we go. Time Cop. And he's wearing the fucking hat with the Time Cop logo on it. Time Cop.
And pointing at it, too.
I'm leaving that. Part. Yeah, I'm leaving that in the bookmarks because I need that picture for a thumbnail in the future. But, like, hilarious, man. He legit, the Mole even knew Tony's Halloween costume. Like, I don't want to, like, predict or speculate on who he is. I keep saying it, but, like, I have a couple pretty good guesses, personally. I'll say that, but I'm just going to fucking chill on it. But,
same.
So Awful Wrestling says, see, it's just as I knew. These guys don't actually hate. They want attention from me. And so this Wes Mercedes Monet, I don't know. This account's stupid as fuck. But yeah, they're trashing Awful. Awful responds to it and goes, this doesn't bug me. Y'all have fun. And Awful's been getting it too because he came on this show and responded to haters. But now people are jumping on him like, oh, you blocked everyone who was hating on you and shit. So I think he went on a blocking spree. But I mean, that's why the block button's there. I don't know. Fucking shout out Awful, whatever. He said his piece. If you guys haven't yet, go check out the clip. But yeah, so Awful responds, and then this Mark jumps out and goes, hey, want to join my spaces? I want to know why you don't like AEW. You know, so they just want a daddy magic taste of fucking Awful's 11,000 Twitter fucking people. That's all it really is. Like, they hate, but I don't know. I don't believe any of these fucking people. Awful challenged everyone. He's like, show me a ticket stub. Show me a fucking. Oh, yeah. And then some people did, though. And then Awful was like, no, print it out and write fuck Awful on it. And I'm like, nah, Awful. Like, now you're going too far. Motherfucker, who has a printer? When we go to the library, bro, it's fucking 20. You know people use their phones, Awful. So, yeah, he's like, now print it out. It's like, no, bro, come on. You asked them to screen grab it. So a few people showed receipts, but yeah, a few people drop receipts, but he is right. A lot of these people who talk shit online, they don't even really be fucking getting the pay-per-views or supporting the shit or anything. Like the ones who defend it the most, you know? And the same thing happened to comic books. The same thing happened to these movies. All these people cry online, why didn't people go see this movie? And then you look and like no one went and goes to see it. And it's like, you didn't go see it. No one went and saw this shit, you know, just in general. So, but they're crying about it, you know? Oh, you guys hate women because you don't like the Marvels. It's like, no, bro. You look at the stats, like 70% of the people who went to see the Marvels were men. It's like, yeah, where were all the women crying on fucking Twitter who didn't go watch this movie? You know, so it's like
just bad movies.
Yeah, the people who cry, man, they never actually fucking support the shit. So it's funny. He did call them out. A couple people dropped receipts, but and then Awful was like, no, I need a printout. And I was like, oh, come on now, Awful. That's not very fair to ask them to like get a library card. 2024 Awful. And I think a healthy AEW is good. I think them showing their Google, their Apple wallets is good enough, Awful, in 2024, don't you think? So, yeah, LA Knight's beating everyone up. Amazing stuff. This guy, Dr. M. Gross MD says, the fumbling of prominent black talent by the Fed needs to be studied.
Triple H's racist tactics has completely ruined that brand, but made AEW so much stronger. Bro, AEW's playing catch up on that so hard. TK has embraced the black culture. You mean like NXT? And the ratings boom recently has proved it. What ratings boom? There's no ratings boom. Now that Bobby is there, we get 1 million. No, you get 619,000. And then this guy saying the black representation in AEW cannot be understated. In this episode alone, a young black tag team finally ascended the tag team mountaintop. After so long, Suplex said it too on the pod. I don't want to spoil our whole pod. It's dropping tomorrow. But Soups was like, man, it took him how long to put the fucking straps on Private Party? You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, man, you had him for 5 years. You didn't. Now they just weasel in after losing a match. You know, it's silly. But yeah, these people are fucking coping hard about all this stuff. This person goes, I legit slammed my brakes on my car when I heard this before pulling out of my driveway. This is about Becky Lynch's candidacy for the Observer Hall of Fame. Holy fuck. And they say, it's YDG2. They say, I just heard some truly jaw-dropping audio from the Voice of Wrestling Podcasting Network, and it's such a historically bad take that I don't even want to post it. So I don't know. Here's some really bad takes. Someone says, I don't really buy that she's that historically significant of a wrestler. I understand that there was a period of time where she was probably the most popular wrestler in the world. Well, then there you go, dumb fuck. And that's like a first for a women's wrestler. Oh, so it was first for a women's wrestler to be the most popular in the world, but she's not significant historically? Yeah, you're fucking stupid. I think that was just like WWE didn't really have anyone who was a big star. Becky got over for like 6 months, and that's pretty much it. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's... Are we sure that Becky and Mercedes and Bayley and Charlotte, are we sure that they are going to have this super long-term effect on the way people view women's wrestling? What a fucking idiot.
Fucking Mark!
Yeah, they already have. Hey, they already did do that. Holy shit. This triple threat's bacon, too. Are we sure she's going to have long-term historical significance? Whoa.
What?
What world do these about them as wrestlers for sure? But I'm wary that the 4 horsewomen era, I don't know if that changed women's wrestling in WWE forever. Holy man.
Oh my God.
There's some people who just say shit, chat.
Seriously.
There's people who will just say shit to say shit. And yeah, that's what's going on there. So Zarya baked some fucking clown. So this guy goes, damn, dressing up as JoJo Siwa is crazy as fuck. Now that's a pretty funny roast. Like, let's be honest. That's a good pull. But then Zarya goes, do you always look like a clown? Guess I'm not the only one playing dress up.
Nice. It's a good slapback.
Smoked him, man. Into obliviacry. So Sagano says LMAO at all the sickos who flat out lied and tried telling me she had done that move before. You motherfuckers probably have never seen her work outside of your fave promotion. Also, this wasn't the gotcha your geeks were seeking. Glad Vecare set the record straight in a live stream. So this guy asked, did Stephanie ever use the corkscrew moonsault prior to joining WWE, or is this something she picked up and honed at the PC? Genuinely curious. It's a thing of beauty. And people jumped on him like, oh, she did it before. And some people were like, nah, she never did it before. She said it in a live stream that it was her first time hitting it, and she was practicing it for 2 years. But people have come at him and were like, yeah, she did it before. Oh, don't watch anything outside of WWE. Blah. And then they all just got owned. But like, meanwhile, it's like, fuck you in the first place, like for even judging someone who might not have watched wrestling outside of WWE or just assuming someone didn't. It's the stupidest thing ever. Speaking of stupidest things ever, Elboo from Wrestle Purists. Never doesn't make a sicko segment. The ultimate sicko. So Elboo responds to this fucking video of Julia talking about, I like honey lemon cough drops. Like she's saying her favorite candy's cough drops. And they're like, which kind? And she's like, honey lemon. And then elbows down so bad, he tweets this out. Please ruin my life. Elbow. Stop fucking thirsty, bro.
Emotional damage.
You're down that bad, dude? Jesus.
Seriously. Jesus.
So AEW Real One, another real sicko, who's definitely watching Crown Jewel right now, goes, AEW roster is so stacked that Kenny Omega and now the Young Bucks are away from the product and they'll be fine. I already miss them though. So I don't know, man.
These people just talk out of both sides of their mouth completely all the time, don't they? We'll be fine, but I miss
They'll
them.
just never have a crowd as hot as like this Crown Jewel one is. Like, look how hot they are for LA Knight.
Seriously.
Yeah, this triple threat too has been better, the best, one of the better matches. I'm surprised the Bloodline one wasn't as good as we had hoped, guys. You know, like it didn't work out that well, but these three are fucking having a banger. This is before the main event. Like, Jesus, boys, leave something for the main event.
Stealing the show.
So here is Tony Khan dressed as Time Cop doing another Time Cop.
It's a lot like my favorite movie and my Halloween costume tonight.
The pointing.
Retard alert. Retard alert.
Redacted. Redacted. Oh, man.
Watch that one more time, man. Just watch.
It's a lot like my favorite movie and my Halloween costume tonight.
Retard alert.
What the fuck is
just
going on there, dude?
Oh.
I just don't get it, man. Jesus. Tony loves that movie too much. And my only costume tonight? It's like, well, why? We don't assume you'd have multiple costumes. Time Cop! Plenty in Pixel Art for $2 says, my Epson Eco Tank defies you. You're a fucking sicko, Plinian. Shout out your Epson Eco Tank, bro. Thanks for the super chat. Let's get through these sickos here, folks. We got a lot here. Unpaid Critic goes, this guy is the biggest hypocrite fraud in the IWC. He speaks against scams on the internet and then immediately retweets scammy links. So again, everyone avoid Humble Wrestling. He goes, I just read the article and they're saying when the son of the 79-year-old tried to stop his father from giving up the money, the father ended up suing his own son. It is so hard to feel bad for people like these. Referring to the Alexa Bliss scam that went down, I reacted to it with Suplex. But yeah, Alexa Bliss, she's involved in some scam. Someone got scammed out of $1 million. LA Knight won. Yeah. With a BFT, we're ending the poll. So I react to this with Suplex, and Humble Wrestling is like commenting on this scam. Meanwhile, he's quote tweeting and responding, reposting rather, all of these fucking scammy ass phishing gambling links on his thing. So just avoid that account, unfollow him.
Oh, yeah, I saw
dummy.
that.
Another dummy bites the dust.
Glad I've got that account muted. That's what I don't block anybody anymore. I just mute them.
Yeah, it's a good way of going about it. Yeah. No, you're a sicko. Nuh-uh, you're a sicko, buddy. Don't call me sicko, guy. Plinian, you goddamn sicko. Thank you. So we covered JD from NY. JD from NY versus Joey Janela. We covered this before on the show. Joey Janela somehow actually, it must be a cameo.
That's what I thought too. It's gotta
literally got a fucking Chris Hansen video because he made the joke to JD that he's like a P3DO. Not even the joke. He's just like, you're a P3DO, which is like not cool. You can't just throw that around to people. But one of the things is he's like, Chris Hansen's gonna make you have a seat right over there or whatever. He made the joke online. Joey Janela then gets an actual fucking cameo from Chris Hansen. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Why don't you have a seat right over there? I'm Chris Hansen. So Chris Hansen has a chilling message for JD. And this, I fucking lost my mind laughing when I first listened to this. I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. And shout out Chris Hansen and all of the legal shit he's going through. Here we go.
Hello, JD. All 5'2" of you. Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators. To catch a predator, have a seat with Chris Hansen by streaming crime network True Blue. All the rest.
His show's called Have a Seat with Chris Hansen right over there. But Chris Hansen's a sicko, bro. Let's go.
Now, JD, I'm going to need you to have a seat. We've been monitoring some.
If I was JD, I'd play this shit on my show. I'd use it. I'd use it as an intro. It'd be in the dude. My dream is to get Corny a cameo of him just burying my show, so I can play it at the beginning during the live show intro.
The outro, the intermission.
Yeah, it's like if I was JD, I would laugh so hard and I would embrace this so lovingly and willingly, man, because this is hilarious, man.
Your wrestling podcasts and some of your other online and real life behavior. I'm surprised we haven't run into each other by now.
Because, like, if you don't lean into it, it seems like you're guilty of some shit.
Right?
He's obviously not a PDF file, and that's fucked. You can't throw that around. I would just lean into this. Not like the PDF file stuff, but just like you got to play lines from this in your intro or something, man. You got to flip this on fucking Joey, you know? Or you hit him back with a cameo of who even knows. I can't even think of one, but I don't know.
The America's Most Wanted guy still around?
Oh
maybe?
my god! Like, there you go. You get. I'm John Walsh. I'm John Walsh. Yeah, dude. Holy
that's
fuck!
the closest
there you
I
go,
can think of.
dude. You hit him back with something like.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
you gotta.
amazing.
Yeah.
In a dark kitchen. I see you've been talking smack about the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks. Chris Hansen's talking about the Young Bucks.
The title. And why is it that you were not allowed in the AEW All-In After Party in London?
The after party. Why weren't you allowed in the All-In After Party? Like, I can't believe you can pay celebrities to just talk shit for you. It's the funniest thing ever.
Hmm? The transcript suggests it's because you were acting weirdly, like a creep, and that you ended up crying in the streets.
And crying in the streets. That's all that shit Joey was saying. Hey, he's like, oh, you were standing outside like a bitch, dude. Don't be a pussy, bro.
It's a sort of behavior that, you know, for sure could lead you to meet me. You ending up on some sort of list, wearing an ankle monitor. And if you don't run into me, it seems that you'll eventually run into the bad boy, Joey Janela, who will likely slap you around like a tiny.
Bro, you can pay celebrities to be like, yeah, I'll slap you around. You know, Joey will come and just slap you around a little bit. Like, fuck, man, this world is hilarious.
Try to behave yourself.
Oh my god. So for those of you, there's more.
Be as big as you think you are.
For those of you in the chat who don't know, this is Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator, where he shows up. They set up those houses, those sting operations, and then like the PDF files show up, and then he comes out. They go, oh yeah, I just got to go grab my laundry, and then like he comes out and goes, why don't you have a seat right over there? I'm Chris Hansen, and then he's like, what are you doing here? And then you know that show. And then the PDF files leave, and then the fucking cops are waiting for them. He
and it like started on a news show, like it was like Dateline or whatever that he started doing that on. Like that was his reporting, and then that became its own show, the To Catch a Predator, and this has just been his gimmick ever since. That was like 20 years ago. He's been doing this forever.
Man. Yeah. Now I don't like throwing around the fucking PDF file accusations. Like that's dumb. You can't do that to people.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. He like got Chris Hansen to further this. It's baseless, obviously. We read the text. Joey's just so mad. He's trying to do anything he can to literally fight JD and he doesn't care about the consequences. That's not good. Like, I don't support Joey at that. Like, you don't need to go to jail over wrestling shit talk, you know, but it is what it is, man. But this is hilarious. And if I'm JD, I'm taking clips of this and putting it on my soundboard if he has one. You know, that's what I'm doing. But
in stature and behavior. I'll be watching. See you soon on True Blue. Podcasters, predators are caught. Don't be in them, JD. Just watch and listen to them. I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching you, JD. So shout out Chris Hansen, man. That's fucking hilarious. So Mariah May and Anthony Bowens. I brought this to the sickos because I was like, whoa, right? They start doing a little back and forth on Halloween. Now, I know it's all in good fun, right? But basically, Mariah May, she's Buzz Lightyear. Thirstcast, right? Here she is.
Nice.
Right? Just take a look. Buzz Light, come right over here. No, that's a bad one. But, you know, she wrote pew pew. And then Bowens is gay, guys. Okay, so they like to flirt with each other on X, and she's always like, oh, I want to bang Bowens type thing is like the game they play on X. And it's funny. But this time I went, this got a little sicko territory for a second here, because now someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but Mariah May's like pew pew. Then he goes, nice, but I bet you can't top my Woody. Top my Woody. That's bars right there. And then she goes, shut the fuck up and put your snake in my boot already, which is hilarious if you've seen Toy Story. Okay, funny shit. But then Bowens goes, it's already an Andy's. I'm sorry. Now, isn't Andy a kid?
He's the kid. He's the kid in the
I know,
movie.
but like, what age is he in the last one, like episode 4 or whatever the last one was? Is he in college or something? Please tell me he's an adult now. I was like, wait a minute. So it popped me. Then I was like, no, wait. That's a kid, bro. Hold on a second. What the fuck? Chat, in the last Toy Story. I don't know if you guys watched that shit. He's an adult now. Okay, thank you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he needs to snap out of it and rail Mariah. Thirstcast. But yeah, dude. I mean, okay, he's an adult now. Good, because I was like, whoa, hold up. Like, you know, I was like, wait a minute. Wasn't he like a fucking kid in the movies last time I saw it? So I don't know, man.
She's looking like Buzz Lightyear in that second picture. Woo.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear, bro.
Yeah. Whoa. Hello.
Buzz Light, bring that ass here.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the crown jewel title? And we will go Ngunta or Cody. And we'll start the poll. You guys go ahead, vote on that. And we got a couple more sickos left. So this guy tweets out a tale of two stories. One fake outrage, another of actual common sense and logic. So this guy goes, first huge L for the Triple H era. I don't know if releasing Indy and Tegan and Corbin are L's, man. And then Junkie, who blocked me because CM Punk returned and he said he'd delete his account. And I went, Junkie, delete. You talk that shit. Even though I like Junkie, but he fucking blocked me. So someone tell Junkie to unblock me and we will call a truce. But he goes, before people start acting like WWE lost Roman Reigns and Charlotte Flair, you need to make space for the newer talent. With every Julia and Stephanie and Delta, you need to let go talent that adds nothing to the product. Nobody was clamoring for any of those three. It's true. I said it too. I was like, what were any of them doing before you get mad? Listen to this crowd sing Cody shit. That's crazy. But yeah, none of them were doing shit. So other than like Indy was shocked me, I think the most because she was on TV. Actually, it was like, oh fuck. Somebody posted this too. WWE released 2 queer women. And it's like, okay, and it's 2024, bro. You know, LGB is more prominent and all that shit. There's more people willing to be out like that. And how the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they like you just chalking them up to, oh, they're queer and that's all they are. You know, like it's just silly, man. They try and always people are these
Right?
cancel pigs, bro. Yeah, they're always just looking for those fucking stink truffles to put a stink up about, you know? This one just popped me because it's so fucking dumb. This guy goes, I still can't get over how Brian Zane, you all know Brian Zane, right? Made a wrestler in a
threat,
video
yeah.
game named Sweaty Beef. And now AEW has on their roster a very sweaty guy named Beef. And it's like, bro.
Best guys, Tony Khan.
That's why that shit's falled off.
You what?
You'll never get a crowd chanting for a fucking guy named Beef or anyone in AEW the way they're singing for fucking Cody right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, shout out Brian Zane for coming up with a fucking create a character that I came up with on No Mercy when I was fucking 7 years old or whatever. And that was our sicko segment of the week.
I'll be right back. I got my HelloFresh guy in.
Yeah,
Speaking
no
of
worries, man.
HelloFresh, looking for sponsors. Get right here, man.
Fucking
Sponsorship.
yeah, hit me up, bro.
I'll help you with the ad read, man. I've been doing HelloFresh for like 4 years. It's great. Just gonna let the guy in my building.
Fucking tell someone to sponsor me, dog. Okay, intros. During the intros, man, I leave you guys joining us now on the show, Chris Jericho.
I look and see it's not just me. So many others have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spent our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Let it get wild. Yeah.
As opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in 200.
Sorry, guys, had to pee. So hope you enjoyed the Jericho interruption there. We are the youth gone wild. Let me get them now. Phil, one more and you're going in timeout. Can't time out me, sir. We got 58% going Gunther. I'm picking Gunther as well. Let's do it. Have we hit 100 likes tonight, man? We've had over 100 float in and out. We are at 84. Guys, come on. There's 100 of you watching now. I know you guys want to hit that like button, so just do it. Even if you're hate watching, just do it. Man up and do it. And we're locked in for this match. And we're going to hang out and do some Dave Meltzer before we get out of here. Okay, guys? Plinian for $2 says, Phil, why? Plinian's like, Phil.
You what?
And I'm like, I don't know, bro, because I love you so much. You love it too, man. George even said it. He's like, I'm starting to sing along. Hey, man, it wins you over. I'm telling you. I'm fueled off 3 hours of sleep, Red Bull, coffee, soda water. I do, man. I love you all. You know that. Run those likes up. Let's go. Main event time. I'm going with the Ring General. But I don't really give a shit who wins, but I just think like I've been wrong so much and you just want to say Cody's going to win. So for that reason, you got to pick Gunther. I think I picked one match right this whole night. So LA Knight. Yeah, we need to give a fucking yeah for LA Knight. Yeah. It's just they need an opponent for him. Like, where's Omos? Give me someone big and threatening for him. Give me something, you know, like him just fighting Hayes and these guys. He just feels above that, you know? Get LA Knight in a good feud with someone, anyone. They need somebody, you know? Dude, they're doing the Cody Rhodes. Go, Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
Cody
right,
Rhodes, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, man, I've been doing HelloFresh for years. I love them.
That's
It's
awesome.
guaranteed 3 dinners a week, just easy. Plus, maybe a better cook.
Well, you know what? Until they sponsor me, we're not going to talk about them anymore
Right?
all day.
Just gonna say, hey, they ever want to come on and sponsor? We were here. We were happily reading out ad read.
You can run an ad with me.
So I think Cody wins this, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna be
picked
my vote,
Gunther.
though.
I like how Cody's
Perfect.
like shooting single and double legs here and shit, and they're just wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I like about Cody. He can really adapt to anybody. Like, you don't need to have Cody's match. He can wrestle with anybody.
Yep. He's a position player, you know?
Yeah. Like, what do you need
He's
me
like
to
a
do?
Chelsea Green, but like he's like Chelsea Green, but super over. Like, not that she's not super over,
Right.
but he's like
Yeah,
the
I
top
get you.
selling guy, you know?
Yeah.
But he's a guy like heel, babyface, can sell, can work, can flip,
Right?
jump through a
Yeah.
flaming table with Andrade if he needs to, you know, whatever he's got to do. Do you think Cody is a WWE lifer now? Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's what AEW does. It makes guys like Cody and Punk go, yeah, Tony Khan's a clown, and we're going here for life, brother. Jamie Earhart for $5 says, Chris Jericho, and now I notice I'm Tony Khan. Could the day get any worse? First Jericho, and now I notice I'm Tony Khan.
This is great.
The best guy's Tony Khan.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could get worse, bud. Who knows? I don't think so. It's about to be cool. Maybe Goldberg. We're looking for a wild Goldberg.
A wild
Everyone
Billy.
hit that like.
Whenever I hear Goldberg, I always think of how Bret Hart says, a wild Bill Goldberg. Damn that Bill Goldberg. It's my favorite thing. He hates him so much. It's the best. Gotta respect him. You can hold on
and
to that.
Goldberg's just like, yeah. Yeah, Brett. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about Brett. I mean, dude, he's like Janela, don't be gay. He like that's literally what Goldberg is saying. He's like, don't be gay, don't be a pussy, dude, don't be gay. You know, it's like, all right, Goldberg,
Right.
It's not fucking 1994 anymore. You know, it's just funny. It's like you can see he's like, yeah, I don't want to like be a sissy out there. Like when he's being interviewed by Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you don't want to look like a sissy foo-foo, do you? You know, it's like, all right, Goldberg, what are you fucking relax, you know?
You can see why he lives in the boonies.
Yeah. If we get to 100 likes, I'll gift 5 memberships. You hear that, haters? If you're hate watching, fucking hit the like, and then you might get entered in to win a PS5. Motherfucker, do it. George is willing to gift 5 memberships. If we get to 100 likes, we're almost there.
Do it.
Okay. Just click the like for free, and then maybe you get a membership, and then you're entered in to win a PS5 or a game or a t-shirt. So we're doing 3 draws at Survivor Series. So let's fucking go. Thank you, George, as well. I'm going to acknowledge everyone who super chatted in.
Acknowledge me.
Any noises? Here we go. The crowd's on their feet for this match.
They love a super fight.
Yeah, I've been locked in, bro. I'm fucking glued to the screen on this one. I was like, this is the match I was like most looking forward to because they build it as like the super fight thing, and I'm a mark for that when it comes to MMA. I just watched Francis Ngannou beat Renan Ferreira. You know, the UFC lineal heavyweight champion beat up the Bellator / PFL lineal heavyweight champion, you know, like in Saudi Arabia. It's fucking amazing for Riyadh season. So that was on my birthday, and then now we get this. And I get it. Like, we've seen Raw and SmackDown guys cross over, but I like that every year. Like, if they keep the brands very much split, which I think they're going to, then yeah, it will be special when the Raw champ and the SmackDown champ throw down. You know, do you guys remember when like Triple H was the Raw champ and Eddie Guerrero was the WWE champ, and then they had a draft that one night on Raw, so they had them face off in the main event. champ versus champ non-title, bro. Like, come on, you never got to see Trips and fucking Eddie throw down, and then you did that one time, and it was really cool. So you can't pick who gets them; it's automatically done. Yeah, the draws will be random as fuck, But if you're like a tribal chief, you get more entries. If you're like the middle tier, you get more entries. And then if you're like the bottom tier, you get one entry. You know what I mean? So even one entry, though, 3 giveaways. You might as well. You got great chances. So, and it supports what I'm doing, and it supports George and all that shit. So we're doing the damn thing. And George, you'll also find over on all Jake's channel as well when that gets going. He'll be tapping in with some stuff, but more when that's launched and Jake actually has some content up there. But yeah. And whenever you need Jake, throw the link in the fucking chat and people can go subscribe to that.
A good call. Yeah. That was the whole reason I posted it, so that during this show I could, hey, come and subscribe so you'll be the first people to know when I start posting stuff.
Yeah,
it'll be soon though.
We'll get that going, and yeah. Oh, got him in the rear naked. Here we go. Artist formerly known as Jabroni Jabber Brody is a new member. Let's fucking go, man. The Jabroni Jabber Brody. Amazing name, bro. Thank you for becoming
such a
member.
Good name. I love that.
You're the man. Yeah. Artist formerly known as Jabroni Jabber Brody. I love that. Thank you so much. Uh, 92. 8 more likes and there's fucking memberships getting gifted, guys. 8 more. Let's go. Let's ratio ourselves. We're at 92. Let's do it. Fucking chat killing it today, man. And shout out my people watching the replay who are hoping for the night show. I know, like, at the nighttime, a lot of people are, that's what they tune in, like, at night for the late night show. But yeah, we're doing the crown jewel here today. And the next one we do will be next Saturday. That'll be your typical night show, I believe. And then, yeah, all the way till Survivor Series. Yeah, that'll be in Canada. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be a fun stream.
The 30th. Oh, you should do one for Saturday night's main event too. Yeah, that's a Saturday.
Oh yeah, Saturday night main event in December. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Right?
Oh, that's gonna be fun, man.
I'm so stoked for that. I really am.
Me too.
Well, because I love it because Triple H loves to incorporate the history as part of it, but doesn't like rely on it. Like he's not going to do, every match having a legend in it or something like that. Even the
come on now, Phil. What about Full Gear? When is Full Gear? This Saturday or whatever? Like
oh god.
Okay, if I got to switch the show to Sunday because the pay-per-view Sunday, then I'll do that. Whatever. But it's like I don't know. I guess Lashley's in AEW, but. Yeah, we'll do a watch along for that. Someone else said Wednesday. Yeah, George said Wednesday show is going to be a banger. Yes, it is. Hopefully, AEW doesn't puss out and give up their hour to WWE. And if they do, I don't care what the ratings say. It's an automatic fucking L. And yeah, we're going to watch that head to head. I'm going to have dual screens going and we're going to go fucking head to head with that. And I'm going to break down what's the better show, segment by segment, and I can't wait for it. NXT in the ECW arena, dude.
It's gonna be so
all the legends are gonna show up. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I've gotten used to the Saturday shows. I know. Yeah, I just do them. It's always Saturday night and Wednesday night, no matter what. If Dynamite's like, we're gonna be on Tuesday, I'm still going live Wednesday. Fuck all that. But like for Saturdays, it's always Saturday, and then. Unless there's a PLE that day, then I gotta just watch it along during the daytime, Makes the most sense. I love watching the PLEs with you guys too, Crowd's going crazy. Yeah, fuck Full Gear then. I mean, if it's on Sunday, maybe I'll switch to it, or maybe I'll just do a show both nights. It's really that simple. Just do a run-in fucking watch-along or whatever, So I'm trying to keep the live shows just Saturday, Wednesday, and PLEs or pay-per-views. And then the run-ins will be whenever I just want to pop in live. Members only shows too, by the way. If you guys just become a member, like sometimes I do streams that only the members get access to, like forever. So
Sometimes I'll clip a little nugget out of there so folks can see what they're missing. But yeah, thank you. You guys support so greatly. I just appreciate you all so much. This match is cooking here, though. Staying in the ring, too, of course, because the ring general. And just
I'm locked into this. This is good
pacing,
shit.
Yeah, selling, pacing. Yeah, this is what we'll do. Saturday, I'll just do a fucking show, and then Sunday, I'll pop in for Full Gear. How about that? We'll just do double header. For real. It's like, might as well. I'm ramping up the content anyways, so it's like, if I instead of doing some Patreon shit that day, I'll just we'll watch Full Gear. Makes sense?
Makes sense. Logical to me. I didn't even realize they have like the old school ring, the old school ring posts. It's not like the LED ones.
I like them better.
I do too.
Jamie Earhart, hey Jake, you have any idea of when your shows will start? So Jake is not, so right off the rip, he's not going to do shows. I'd say your spaces are more like your show for now.
Yeah, because you can't go live on YouTube until you get like a minimum follower.
Yeah, so what we need to do is get his numbers on that channel right, and then you can go live. Not that your show even needs to be live. It can be pre-recorded as well. I do both, I do everything.
Yeah.
The key to YouTube, you want to make everything, so I got shorts, I got clips, I got long form, I got live, I got pre-recorded, so scripted, you got to have everything. So, if you want to maximize, right? So with Jake, though, he's going to do spaces, and then you're going to hear clips of that on his channel. And then you're also just going to hear him basically do like how Phil does a run-in. Jake's going to do those, but maybe pre-recorded until he's able to go live.
Right.
And Jake, you're going to fucking run in and give your hot takes on things. So not even necessarily a show right off the rip, unless you're checking out his spaces. And we'll let you motherfuckers know. But Jake, when are you thinking? Like, basically, me and Jake have to have like a sit-down convo, and then like a day later, he'll be good to go, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. I just need to get a few of the how-to things. I've already done a good amount of research on what, and just I kind of have you walk me through like of just how to kind of record them and post them and stuff with it, and clip certain things down, and then I might even try to do like a breakdown. Like after NXT and AEW kind of go head-to-head, kind of do like a break down what I think of that. It might be the first thing I kind of put out. So if that or sooner or right after it, but definitely soon. That's why I wanted to get the channel out so people can go subscribe and get notified.
Yeah, you guys go check it out. You guys go subscribe now, and then basically Jake's hot takes will be coming out. Just expect him to. This is what you expect. He's gonna pop on. He's gonna talk some shit, and then he's gonna dip out. And then when he builds up enough of the audience, then a show will come. But that's all in due time, He's doing like the inverse sort of. Don't worry, I'm training him, motherfuckers. I know I blew up in this space. Come on now. He's going to do great. And behind the curtain stuff, but it will come soon. I'd say in the next like week at least,
Yeah.
Chris Perry for $2 says, would you watch WWE ECW for a year or AEW Rampage? I love questions like this. I love
acknowledge me.
Give me questions like this. It's a good question. At the beginning, Rampage, no question. But I would say, honest to God, WWE ECW, because at least we got Miz and Morrison. At least we got CM Punk. At least we got Big Show did some shit. I mean, it wasn't the best, but Lashley, like at least we got some shit. So yeah, I'm going WWE ECW. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just gonna say there were at least some gems and nuggets during WWE ECW where you could see the future. There was definitely some terrible stuff as well, but. Yeah, I mean, Rampage was good for what 6 weeks, maybe. Like when they put effort into it when Punk came back, and then nobody cared anymore.
He just did the Dusty Bionic elbow swaying them hips that day for $10. Thank you, man. Plenty in pixel art. Says Jake, you can definitely go live right now. I live stream to YouTube with 8 subs. There are just some steps you got to do, like verify ID and such, but it's easy. Sure. Yeah, don't worry. I'll help him along the way, and he can go live. But here's the thing. You want to go – it's all about when his AdSense is set up and the timing's right, okay? And you can't get AdSense yet until you have a certain thing. So there's a method to the madness, and Jake has the best teacher in myself, and yes, I'll put myself over in that. And
please do
trust us, and thank you for that, Plinian. But yeah, we're we're building here. We got a game plan, and it's gonna come together nicely. And it's way better. He just has his own channel than me. Like, let's start a network. Nah, just start your own shit. You know, then you can do your
then
own
when I
thing,
come
bro.
on here, I can plug it, and we'll have fun
And
with
it
it.
is a network, you know, like I come
exactly.
do your shit. We're homies, so we network with each other. So it's good shit, and just keep a lookout for it. And see, Jake, you got lots of people in the PWT universe looking
Love
to
it.
help
That's the reason why I wanted to do it, was the response that these people, that the chat has given me, like, gave me a lot of confidence to go out and do it. Like, why not? Because that's the other thing too. It's always going to be fun. That's no matter what. I'm having so much fun doing it. So keep it up. Why not?
No, perfect. You got this. I'll stay out of it. No, we like your input, buddy.
Please.
Yeah, we love it. We love it, Pliny.
Please input.
We love you here, but yeah, chokeout's going down now. We just saw the Boston Crab, the Walls of Jerichogan.
So now you're like 4 seconds ahead of me. Like 2 matches ago, I was
tried
behind
to,
you. That's so funny.
Yeah, I tried to like skip it ahead. You know, I tried to like get caught up again or whatever during one of those packages. So one of those.
That's great.
One of Moose Knuckles' fave big packages.
The feet packages.
Let's see where we're at with likes, man. Do you guys want some free memberships or what? Let's see. We are stuck at 92. Yes, we need 8 people to hit like. And then
Juan Salazar in the chat just nailed it. WWE ECW had the Kelly introduction. Yeah, that was there it is. Solidified. That was she was
big meeting tomorrow. Stay tuned. Hell yeah, dude. Make sure you kill it. 93 likes. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hopefully Cody don't get choked out here. He's talking about Khabib and McGregor. Yeah, Hamzat Chimaev just broke Robert Whittaker's jaw at the last UFC, squeezed him and like dislocated his jaw, and all of his teeth came unconnected and fucking like went into his mouth and shit with like a chin crank this last UFC. In where was it? It was in Saudi, I believe. Boom, Crossroads. Cover him, Cody. Pin him, god damn it. This is awesome. This is awesome. 93 likes, man. We need 7 likes, bro. And then we're getting gifted memberships. If 5 of you came in, hit that like, we're gifting memberships at 100 likes. And you want to get memberships because then you're entered into a draw for a PS5, a fucking shirt, or a video game. 3 draws are happening on Survivor Series during that live stream. Boom. Power bomb.
Man, this match is great. I just realized I'm like, oh, yeah, right. Locked in.
I think Goldberg's in the States. Yeah, I don't. Who knows? If he does show up and just spear Gunther, that's fucking crazy. But I think Gunther just gets a win on Cody to keep him strong, to keep Gunther strong, because Cody can take the loss and the people will still be behind him. Gunther, he can take the loss too, but the thing is like he just had that crazy IC title reign, and then he fucking wins the world heavyweight, and it's like, do you want to just halt his momentum again? I don't know. I just feel like him losing the IC title was like, I don't know. He's not as hot right now with the world heavyweight as he was with the IC, in my opinion. Maybe that's a hot take, but what if The Rock shows up to confront Cody? That would be crazy. But I think if he did it, we would have saw like during the Bloodline shit. You know?
Yeah, most likely.
Or Lesnar shows up to help Cody. Yeah, but why? Why would he just beat up Gunther? Right. You know, when it was like, when people are saying, oh, if Brock shows up to help Cody against like the Floodline or whatever and Roman and shit, that makes sense because of Paul Heyman, but I just don't get why Brock would attack Gunther. It doesn't really. Someone in chat says, if Goldberg is in Saudi Arabia, he already has headbutted a locker and is concussed.
And he's trying to find the entrance, like what is it, Spinal Tap? Hello, Saudi. Oh, damn it. It's going wrong. Like Jericho did with Ralphus.
Oh, I thought that was it right there, dude. Holy.
Yeah, I did too.
Anything less, we are watching the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes battle the world heavyweight champion. WWE's first victory was at hand, but Gunther had other plans. The ring general.
This crowd is hot the whole show, too.
And I remember that was like the thing initially with the Saudi crowd, because they were like dead.
The Jabroni Jabber Brody says they could say he's helping Cody because Paul helped Dusty. Maybe, yeah, and just the fact like Brock put Cody over and was like raised his arm, you could just say, well, here you go. But I just think we see Brock back when Paul comes back.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Not saying Paul would just be with him the whole time, but also, man, I mean, the Saudis are throwing so much money around, dude. Brock Lesnar versus fucking Francis Ngannou for that Bellator PFL title or whatever. Oh.
And Brock does love money.
Yeah, I picked wrong this whole fucking time.
Clean sweep. I got them all.
Dude, Alt Jake had the clean sweep. I got them all fucking wrong. And Cody is the first ever Crown Jewel champ. And
that's a good finish.
Yeah, I just felt like you had to end it with, especially with the Bloodline losing, you had to like give it to Cody in the main event. They're sending the Saudis home happy almost every time, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So he wins. It doesn't hurt Gunther really, but it's like whatever. Cody is your top guy, so makes sense. And they're just like really getting Cody like in the history books, you know? They're really like
resume.
Yeah, they're just building it up because he's really leading this new generation here. And
I mean, when Triple H says that he believes that Cody is like, when he said that we're going into a new generation and Cody is the leader, like that was truth. That wasn't hyperbole.
It's a solid match, but we've seen Gunther lose this way multiple times already, though, too. Where like where his guillotine is a rear naked choke gets rolled up, you know, and he doesn't kick out of it. Like we've seen that. Cody Cutter gets caught. See, we've seen this finish with him before a few times. So it's like, Gunther, you're the ring general. Learn to reverse that reversal, you know? Come on, man.
It's cool there was a wrestling move that did it too, though, since they were wrestling early in the match too. Good stuff.
And now Gunther can just take L's after that year run of just being untouchable. Yeah, Cody's the man, though. Of course you have him win. But yeah, overall, this PLE, unless something crazy happens right now, which I just don't think it will, I rate this one like a C, honest to God. It wasn't like blow me away. There was no, it's like, yeah, these matches were solid, but there was nothing where I went, oh, this is one of the most memorable events. The crowd was really hot, sweet, you know? Cool. That happens all the time. Gunther and Cody, was that a classic? I wouldn't even say so. It was a solid match, but Gunther just has great matches with everyone. Seth and Bronson was fun. The Bloodline story stuff was really fun, but they fucked up the match. Yeah, I give it a C, a solid C, guys. C plus. We'll give it. I'm not going to shit all over it. A C plus. Like I was
that's fair, just
sports
outed.
entertained. I was sports entertained for sure. I was sports entertained, but it wasn't like, oh man, when we watched Bad Blood and that fucking Punk Drew match, we were just like our minds were blown.
Yeah.
You know? So this wasn't that by any means anywhere. This whole PLE. So and yeah, it won't end with like The Rock or anything. Like the Saudis just want to have their moment. This is what they do with the fights too. They come in the ring, hand the belt over, take their photo ops. You know,
Yep.
they just love super fights over there. So Crown Jewel, if you guys look at it, like it's more of a, this is more of like a sports AEW type event. Not to say AEW is more sports like, but you know how to them it's just like, well, it's a bunch of great matches. That's sort of like what Crown Jewel is. It's like, yeah, here's just like a bunch of really solid matches, and you get like a super fight, and they're gonna build it as that every year now from now on, just because the Saudis love that shit, and nothing is really like, yes, titles can change hands, like one story might get advanced, but they're advancing stories on social media now, so you got to advance stories like on a show like this. So like KO and Randy got advanced further, and then of course the story of like the bloodline gets advanced further, and then Liv comes back out here, so we have a heel and a baby face hanging out together, which is what it is. Not that it's a big deal, but at least they didn't do like, oh, it's a couple like in AEW. Oh, they own heart belts. We'll give it
How'd
to
that
Britt
work out?
Baker and Adam Cole.
That was a good idea. Whoops.
Yeah, so these are just fancy house shows. So just take it that way, you know, like don't expect much from these, and then it's a little more, but you know that going into it. Here's the problem. Again, not to make it about AEW, but when all of their shows are just basically like, here's like 2 matches with stories and then a bunch of shit thrown together. Yeah, when you do that all the time, it sucks. With this, they at least had stories for every match that we enjoyed, and this is just for the Saudis to flex their wealth and continue to bring tourism and have Cody Rhodes hold up their big diamond fucking belt, you know?
Yup.
And to Liv, then they're 2 of the biggest stars in the business right now for sure. They shake hands even though Liv is a heel. It's weird. It's weird that just Cody's like the white meat baby face, you know, even though he sort of detests that a little bit. It would have maybe been better if Dom was out there with her, because that would kind of fit to their story. Like he's just rubbing off her shine, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm excited, for Survivor Series. I think that those War Games are going to bang, dude. I can't believe it's a year since the last War Game. Since
I know. I was
Punk
talking
came
about my
back
buddy the other day. Talking to my buddy in England the other day because he like that was one of the matches that I really got hit because I was getting him back into WWE, and he was really sold on that last year's War Games match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for
that was fun.
Crown Jewel. So we have the post show on, and while we listen to the post show for a bit here, I don't know if they do it press conference style or what anymore. I'm not entirely sure, but that was Crown Jewel. And while we watch this and wait for something crazy, maybe some news, maybe Triple H to come out and give his little spiel, it's time for everybody's favorite segment, and it is called Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week.
What we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, shout out to Big E and Sheamus here. So we have quite a bit here. Dave Meltzer gets a shout out, literally, on Dynamite on Fright Night, and people were saying, Jericho's been a 30-year fucking Meltzer stooge, and the Mole insinuated that Jericho did this because La Greca and Bully were on NXT. So, 3 guys hit the like button, please. 2, 3 of my guys. You're all my guys. 3 of my guys hit the button so we can get some memberships gifted. Flute's in the chat. And so, yeah, let's just play this little clip here.
The Wrestling Observer newsletter said would be remembered for a long, long time. A ladder match that Dave Meltzer himself gave 4 stars to.
Dave Meltzer gave 4 stars to it. Apparently, that's because LaGreca was on the fucking NXT. So the latest updates on what would happen if AEW makes an offer to an indie talent who's signed to one of the new WWE independent development contracts. This is via Brian Alvarez. He goes, if you're under this deal, it's essentially if you get an offer from AEW and you're under one of these deals, you do have to tell WWE first, and they have the right to say, okay, well, we want to sign you to a deal and send you to NXT, or they can say, go for it, take the offer, we're not interested. It's like, yeah, so the same thing
Right?
as it already is, you know?
Give me $14.99.
Yeah, fucking nuts. So Alvarez doing his thing. Meltzer on Rhea Ripley, and we talked about this earlier. He goes, Rhea Ripley has, actually a fractured orbital bone. So, the injury, WWE announced is, Brian, pretty much legit. Pretty much legit, or is it legit? Is it a real fractured orbital and it's legit, or is it pretty much legit and you don't know? And he goes, it happened last week. She is going to be out for a while. And I'm not saying like maybe she fucked herself up, but dude, a fractured orbital, like I don't want to pull it up on YouTube because they don't like that sort of shit, right? Unless like you're literally WWE or UFC, then you can get away with violence, but no other channel can, you know what I mean? So I would love to show you guys, just type into your Google machines, fractured orbital UFC, and just look at that shit. She was in pictures. I don't know if I bookmarked it in here, but I called Dave out for it, and I was like, bro, she's in pictures with Zarya and shit, and Jordan Grace backstage, and she's looking right at the camera. Dave's trying to say they're hiding her face. No, bro, she's looking right at the camera, and her eye would be swollen shut. Like fractured orbitals don't, you know what I mean? They don't just like heal up that quick. So when did it happen? On Raw, and then on NXT, her face isn't swollen shut, and she's doing these, taking pictures and smiling ear to ear. I don't really think that that's how it goes down, man. I've seen enough MMA, and that's how I know Dave hasn't. Dave goes, last time AEW drew a 800K, or sorry, this is Heel Uzi saying, last time AEW drew a 800K was April 10, 2024. Last time they drew 750 was June 27. Last time they drew 700 was September 25th. So Meltzer goes, rating was 628K. Considering the World Series number at more than 18 million, I'd consider this very good.
Of course you do.
Meanwhile, didn't NXT do 632 or whatever the fuck they beat AEW with 700K, and he's like, oh yeah, the 0.2 makes a difference. Like he was doing Steiner math. We covered it last time. He's like, the 0.2 in the key demo is more than 7 million households or whatever bullshit he's spouting. And then now, instead of going, NXT did have more viewers or whatever, he's literally he's going against the World Series. Like NXT went up against NBA opening night. He didn't say shit. Man, we chronicle this. He's a fucking con artist. I want people to get their $14.99s back. Give it to Phil Marks. You might win a fucking PS5. Speaking of which, George Capture gifted 5 Pro Wrestle Clips memberships, and Mike Saucely's gifted 5 Pro Wrestle Ships memberships. Let's go. And I said Pro Wrestle Ships, but I don't give a fuck because we got 10 gifted memberships here, and now you're 10 people, even possibly some of my haters, are entered in to win a PS5, a game, or a t-shirt, man. So round of applause for George and Mike Saucely's. Amazing. Thank you so much. And all of our new members. Okay. Moving along here. Dave Meltzer, more Dave Cope. He goes, negotiations are close for an ROH TV deal. Hopefully, to add to that, we touched on it earlier. The idea behind, they always say this, the idea behind this is this. It's like, yeah, we know. That's why it's happening, So Dave goes, the idea behind Chris Jericho's ROH World Championship reign is that having him as face of the brand will mean more during negotiations. They literally said that last time he was the Ring of Honor champion, the Ocho. Now he's the Nueva or whatever, Nuevo. And he's, I don't know, the face of ROH, and they're going to try and negotiate a deal. We heard this before. If they get a TV deal, sweet. Who knows? Dave, though, just giving out spoilers. We're going to get into that because he's spoiling all the fucking AEW here. So Meltzer says that WWE has strongly talked about having John Cena challenge for one of the world titles at Mania 41. So I could say, yeah, they strongly talked about Austin versus Undertaker at Mania 41, and then it doesn't have to happen, and there's no accountability. So It's just every mark on line's like, oh, I want to see title go for a belt. So then they go, oh, they strongly consider it. Now, like, yeah, Cena versus Gunther. Gunther beats him. I could see that. But they're strongly talking about lots of shit, Dave, and it's just you could just say that about anything. They're strongly talking about changing the logo. Are they? I don't know. I just said that. People
the
backstage.
TV deal is imminent. The TV deal was imminent for freaking AEW for 3 years. So I guess we'll find out that ROH is signed to a TV deal in 2027. Jesus.
People backstage say this. Who said that? My sources. Many say this. Who's many? Is that like a guy? Is that like a new gimmick? Dave Meltzer, you putz?
No, it was Manny. Manny said that.
Oh, right. He meant Manny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, because he can't spell. No, that's it.
What did Enzo say? Manny. What is that? Like Callisto? When Simon Gotch buried him? Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever seen that shoot. Anyways, deep cut. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez was planned for Crown Jewel before Ripley's injury, with the four-way women's tag championship match seemingly being the replacement. Meltzer goes, the show was changed due to an injury to Rhea Ripley. Ripley suffered a fractured right orbital bone that will put her out of action and ended up delaying the planned singles match with Rodriguez, which was confirmed to have been on this show. The injury happened on the 10/21 Raw show, believed to be from a headbutt spot, but was kept quiet until they did a Phantom angle on NXT as a cover for it. When Ripley was on NXT before the Phantom angle backstage putting over Zarya, she stood sideways where you could only see half of her face, but then she's in a picture where you can see her whole face smiling.
Right.
And you saw Liv Morgan and Rodriguez leaving the scene. Well, we don't know. So then why are you talking about it, news? You're the news, right? Oh, well, they don't know everything about a murder before they report on it. Yeah, I get that, dude. But listen, it's like, we don't know for sure, but she's for sure. But you up here, you go, she suffered a fractured right orbital. But then a whole 2 paragraphs later, you go, we don't know. But it would appear this shit happened as a replacement. And it's like, I don't know. Who knows? They could be getting worked by fake injuries. It wouldn't be the first time. Fucking Fightful was worked and with a fake injury. Recently, we covered that on the show. So, Omega is in talks about his comeback as if it's a thing rather than a possibility. So it should be relatively soon. Yeah, Dave, we all know that now because he's training in fucking Japan and posted pictures of him in the ring and shit. So, like, what news are you breaking? And then Meltzer goes, the idea all along. He always says that, the idea. There's an idea behind this. The idea all along. Well, why didn't you tell me a year ago then if it was all along or however long ago? All along, but you're just telling me now. Has been to set up a 5th match with Okada. Why? And why is it a 5th? It's the first in AEW. New Japan history isn't fucking AEW history. And a bunch of people don't even know they wrestled 3-4 fucking times, man. Although that is quite the standard those two have to live up. So don't do it. Don't rehash the old
Especially now.
bullshit. Or if you do it on Dynamite and give it away, and because it won't be as good. And don't try and redo what you did and have a 60-minute whatever. Have some story be told in it that advances whatever the fuck all these goofballs are doing as far as the Bucks and all that, right? So, speaking of the Bucks, Meltzer again with another idea behind something. Dave's got a lot of behind ideas. You know what I mean? So he goes, the idea behind the Young Bucks AEW hiatus is that they don't want. It's so funny how he's always trying to explain the idea of what this is. Bro, we know. We get it, dog. Like you, Jesus. They don't want to get involved with the BCC, but they will eventually come back to save AEW. So Meltzer just stooges their whole storyline. The only story they have, he stooges it while simultaneously confirming the mole.
You what?
Yep.
Dave.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
Tony, stop letting this guy around you.
You fucking mark.
So all the marks who already read his shit, you just spoiled it all. The crowd that watches AEW is the crowd that likes to read the script for Avengers before it comes out, but it leaked on Reddit. Okay? What are you doing? So Meltzer comes here and goes, the whole idea's been that the Bucks are gone and they don't want to get involved with the BCC right now, but they're going to come back and save all of AEW nonsensically, which confirms what the mole said was going to happen, and it's a literal mole that's out there that all you know about. I know all you sheets know about it, by the way. BT dubs. I know you all do. I know you all heard our shit. So, like, for people, and this isn't about this is about, like, Dave wants AEW to succeed, and we talk about it all the time. He talks about wrestlers, and he fucking backhand compliments them all the time, and he buries them while he thinks he's putting something else over his idea, and he buries them. Now, me, I bury shit, and I outright say I'm burying it. Dave does it, and he doesn't even mean to because he's so fucking dumb. And he literally just told you all. He just told you all what their storyline, like, so confirming the mole, the Bucks are leaving and are going to come back and be the ones to save AEW from the Nazis, from the Yahtzee clan.
With
Why
Kenny,
would you
who they just did this other stuff too. So forget about them turning on Kenny and doing the
bro. Why would you say that? Like, why would you just ruin it for anyone who actually cared anymore? And they think this is helping because Dave, and I'm telling you the psychology behind it. Dave thinks in his mind, he's like, oh, this is such a great idea, Tony Khan. And in his mind, he's thinking, if we get this out there, then it'll drum up excitement and people will know. Now they already know and they're like, this is dumb. Why would I watch? So you fucked it up already, dude. This is what happens when he stooged the Edge shit. He was so giddy. He couldn't wait to talk about, oh, Danielson's coming. He just, Danielson's coming. It's just happening. He's so giddy to talk about it, and all it does is ruin it for AEW. And Tony's
he knows he can be right about.
Tony's too oblivious to know to keep this fucking weirdo away from their company, man.
And Dave has to put it out because it's the only thing he's going to be right about. It's the one story that he's got that actually is correct, the stuff with AEW. But when he says it, it blows their story.
And Super Duper Gamer says AEW is literally copying and pasting old WWE storylines. Exactly. And they're copying and pasting everything. Like, look at when you're watching their show, they're doing all these quick cuts. And you're just like, bro, what is fucking Kevin Dunn working here? The power's going out, and then the guy doesn't debut. And then the power goes out again, and then they debut. What's going on here? So, according to the Observer newsletter, Chris Jericho asked Jushin Thunder Liger to do one last match on the Jericho Cruise, but Liger turned him down, saying he was too old. Yeah, and who wants their last match to be on the fucking Jericho Cruise? Shout out Liger for having some sensibility. My word.
Yeah, good for him.
Meltzer again. So check this out. Meltzer comes out and says, The Rock is not penciled in for Mania. He did this last year, and The Rock goes, that's bullshit, right? Calls out the dirt sheets. This year again, Meltzer's going, actually, The Rock is not committed to doing WWE WrestleMania. He said this a couple weeks ago. We covered it on the show. The Rock responded to someone on Instagram and was like, don't listen to this horse shit. So Dave already got owned. The Rock already shut this down. All of a sudden, November 1st, guys, Dave, okay, a day ago, comes out, or this was Halloween night or the morning after, November 1st. And he says again, he doubles down and go, The Rock is not committed to doing the main event of WrestleMania 41. And what Dave's doing here is playing with words because he's a fucking sicko. And what he's doing is, now he's going to say, I was right all along, because if The Rock isn't in the main event, he can be like, well, I said he's not committed to the main event. I'm telling you, because now he's stuffing that in. Before he was like, not 41, and no one even expects The Rock to be in the main event. He could main event night 1 or 2, but he doesn't even need to be, realistically. It's fucking WWE, man. Like, that People's title could be one of the earliest matches on the card for all we know. Who knows? Obviously, you want to save The Rock for last. I'm not an idiot, but I'm just saying, if the card's stacked enough or they have something in their back pocket, you never know. With The Rock could be wrestling on both nights for all we know. We don't fucking know. So for Dave to just boldly say the things that no, man is willing to say and then claim it's fucking news is hilarious. And The Rock already shut that down. He's going to be there. The Rock already said.
Shut up, bitch.
So,
just a stupid thing for Dave to say.
I know. And the chat saying like, so the Bucks and Omega 3 white guys will beat the Neo Moxley group. Yes, that's what the mole said too. And now fucking Dave just confirms it. So either he's reading the mole, or he's listening to PWT, or he's fucking just spoiling all their shit because he texts Tony Khan, and that's the most likely thing. You know what I mean?
I think it's a combo of all of them.
Yeah.
He's doing it all. He's reading them all. He's listening to Tony. He's definitely listening to this show. Like, that's for sure. He's just
so Meltzer said what here? Doing the Lord's work.
Oh,
30-year Meltzer stooge Chris Jericho glazing Dave over his star ratings on national TV. Bubba Ray Dudley plugging Busted Open radio on national TV. Busted Open in bed with WWE. There's no doubt about it. So here is literally a tale of two Dave / Brians.
Brian.
These are on the same day. So on the same day, the same show, they say they do not keep the same energy in two different segments. Let's check this out. Shout out Meltzer.
And then we had a Learning Tree promo where Jericho noted that you gave his match 4 stars.
Oh, the match Mark Briscoe last week.
The Ring of Honor title.
Oh my God, Dave has to always mention me.
Match. And he said he's now a 2-time champion. And then we had a Learning Tree promo.
I want to hear that again. What did Dave say?
Noted that you gave his match 4 stars.
Oh, the match Mark Briscoe last week.
The Ring of Honor.
The match with Mark Briscoe last week. Well, you don't remember? Like, a 4-star match is one I remember. Oh yeah, just that. Just that ladder match last week. No, dude, bring up Punk fucking Drew right now. I can't stop gushing over it. Like, no, dude,
right?
He just is a kooky bitch right here.
Honor title match. And he said he's now a 2-time champion, just like Jay Briscoe. He's also a 9-time champion. Couldn't have done this without the Redwood and the Bad Apple.
He's the new Ave.
He's going to take Ring of Honor to the biggest stage.
He's the new Wave. Mahones.
I was just going to say that. God damn it.
Patrick Mahones is the new Wave. Oh, my God.
Success it's ever seen. And he vowed to take us to places and heights we had never been before.
Yeah, he also, didn't he say something about, like, he's going to prove that, or he said that, like, all the people who think he's not good only prove how ignorant they are? Something like that.
And I think Jericho's great. Oh, they're so ignorant. Everyone's ignorant but me. All the millions of people. are ignorant, but I'm not.
Yeah, well, that was not exactly what he said. It was they proved how ignorant they are about television.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure Jericho's right about that when he's the one who said Dynamite would be beating fucking Raw, and they're not, and the fucking ratings are regressing. Yeah, I'm sure Jericho is real. Yeah, they're the ignorant ones. Holy. It's just a circle jerk of fuck buddies here, man.
We had Jack Perry and Dan Garcia.
Holy, man. And then let's listen on the very same show what they had to say about Bubba and LaGreca.
Trick came.
Let's listen to this, man. I can't wait.
Trick came out for a victory promo, and he wants to talk to the only reason he wasn't in the hospital, Bubba Ray Dudley. So Bubba comes out and says,
they just sound disappointed. Oh, he gave you a 4-star match. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then this, Bubba Ray Dudley. It's like, dude, Bubba clears 80% of the AEW roster. Like, you know, fuck it. Kenny said he wouldn't hire 80% of them. I'll say, yeah, Bubba still clears 80% of y'all, at least promo-wise.
And I bet Busted Open gets 80% more than Dave.
Yeah.
Do the right thing. Wasn't really even about you. It was about that Ridge Hall. I don't like that guy. And he says, he actually plugged Busted Open like 4 times on the show.
Over and over and over.
Over and over and over again.
Well, they're in bed with them. There's no doubt about it.
They're in bed with them. It's no doubt about it. Are you fucking kidding me? When Mark Henry, who worked for AEW, was on Busted Open, and they tried to get Tony Khan on, but he'd refused to go on because he's mad about simple criticism.
Exactly.
Is that what you mean? They're in bed with them? When Jericho was just on there talking about we made everyone look stupid, and that's in the bed with them.
Didn't Dave just do a sit down with Tony? Like
Dave is he's a coat machine.
Yeah,
Dave LaGreca, Busted Open Radio. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's the deal.
But Jericho's not in bed with you, shouting you out, talking about the 4 stars. Literally, this is the same episode. This isn't like, oh, here's what he said last year. This was the same day, 20 minutes apart. Is what he.
My advice to you is have eyes in the back of your head. And Trick says, I want
fucking crazy.
Just the tone of voice, like that. Just you can hear them. And like,
That is
LaGreca
nuts.
had a sit down with Tony like less than a month ago, where they had him on they had Tony on Busted Open for a sit down face to face interview in the Busted Open studio, like what 6 weeks ago or less. In bed with him, Jesus Christ.
So again, 2
Meltzer,
flutes here. A
Meltzer.
tale of 2 flutes. Meltzer goes, NXT did 588K, 0.14 last night against the World Series and the Kamala Harris speech. Lowest since going to CW. Instead of saying, hey, it went against the World Series and the Kamala Harris speech, still did a really good number, all things considered. He goes, rating was 628K, 0.19. Considering the World Series number at more than 18 million, I'd consider this very good. Considering this, I'd consider it very good. He's such a bad writer. It offends me. Oh, he's such a bitch. I'm going to leave that there too. Meltzer calling other people stupid. -5 stars. So Meltzer responds to this guy, Beast Marston, says, I know it pains you that your show is consistently dropping in viewership, but cry me a river. It will never reach 700K. And then Meltzer goes, my show. Imagine the level of stupidity this entails. It is your show, Dave. You fast forward through Raw and shit. You admit it. You fucking hang out with and text and love the Bucks and shit. Okay? So it is your show. It's your favorite show. We know. You love Krusty W more than anything.
George just said in the
says,
chat. Yeah, Dave could be, but he could be a top NFL reporter. I'd be a top NFL reporter.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Mike Saucelis for $2 says Jericho and Meltzer, the modern day Briscoe Patterson. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. So Dave likes to do this too. So we talked about his ideas behind ideas. There's all these ideas behind things. And then Meltzer goes, he always likes to say this too, many, and as we joked, Manny. So maybe he's talking about Manny in WWE, but yeah, many. He goes, many in WWE respected Samantha Irvin's decision to leave the company, but were not happy about her social media posts since leaving. So it's like, what does that fucking mean? A bunch of people were happy for her, but they didn't like her post. You could just guess that. Who's many? Say Rey Mysterio is happy for her, but didn't like her post. Like, name people. Fuck. It's nuts, man. I could just say this. Many people think Dave's dumb. Oh, many people? I think many people would say I'm not dumb. That's what he would do. Because you can't do that. You can't just say,
well, my
many.
sources tell me. Yeah.
Oh, there's many people. It's fucking clown shoes, man. So we move along here. Here's our last one. Meltzer just stooging more of the story. He goes, there is no set timetable. So he literally tells you there's no set timetable. Then he tells you the fucking timetable. He goes, there's no set timetable for a Young Bucks return. Past it'll be for a while. Past it'll be for a while. And they aren't scheduled for the Full Gear show. It'll be no longer than January, since they are confirmed for the joint AEW New Japan show at the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, God.
So he goes, there's no set timetable other than it'll be longer than a while, but it won't be longer than January, which is just 2 months away.
You what?
So the timetable would be 2 months.
Liar! Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
I mean,
Dummy. Yeah.
You couldn't be dumber of a fuck. You know what I mean? There's no set timetable. Oh, no, but I mean, what if they go away and come back in 2 weeks? Then that's not really taking a hiatus. That's just doing what they've always done since the beginning of AEW, where they aren't on every show. So they're gone till the new year, Dave. Like, it's so dumb. It's so stupid how he plays these things. He thinks he's being cute and coy, and he's so stupid and lacks self-awareness. He doesn't understand. He goes, there's no set timetable. It'll be no longer than January. So there's a 2-month timetable in which they can return from their hiatus, Dave. You guys know what I mean? And because of that, because of moments like that, I get to do this. And that was another absolutely phenomenal Dave Meltzer's dumb moment of the week. Amazing. Amazing stuff, guys.
He acts like he's so much smarter than the rest of us. And you're just like, what? Oh, God, it hurts. It literally hurts my brain. Like a pain behind my eye. Just like, God. Like it's brain cells being murdered by his stupidity. Like he's actually making me dumber. But it's so funny.
Yeah, it is, man. And it is really funny. And I don't know. That's why we do this show. I love doing this show so much. Folks, we've been hanging out for like 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate you. I don't think there's like a press conference thing. They're just talking to LA Knight. This is better than the press conferences, these little kickoff chill things. Yeah. What's his name? Triple H didn't come and he just shook hands in the back. He didn't like come and announce, oh, we made this much money and did this and da-da-da. And ultimately the attendance and shit don't really matter because they're all just like there because they're, I don't want to say it's like North Korea. Yeah, they're forced to be there, but it's like, it doesn't really matter with you. They're going to fill it. They will force people to go. And it's just a set dollar amount that the, Saudis are giving them and stuff. So overall, I rated it a C. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. Alt Jake, round of applause for Alt Jake for coming to hang out today. and the chat as well. Chat is goated. Chat is undefeated. Again, youtube.com/@prowrestletimes. The replay will be up there immediately following this show. youtube.com/@prowrestleclips. Hit the subscribe. So today's the cutoff. Everybody who's a member, thank you. You're entered in for the draw on Survivor Series. We're drawing 3 people. Someone's going to win a PS5. Someone's going to win a fucking video game of their choice. Someone's going to win a wrestling t-shirt of their choice. Yeah, stay on the lookout for all Jake's channel. Make sure you check out the Patreon too. It's a great way to support your boy. And yeah, we're watching like Tough Enough. It's the funniest shit ever. We're going to upload episode 2 this week. And I appreciate you all for being here. I had a blast. I'll see you all Wednesday for head-to-head Dynamite, the real Fright Night, Dynamite versus NXT-CW. Love you all. This one's for the sickos. Jake, you take it easy. Peace.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
That it infects the host immediately, and upon getting sick, the infected will become racked with coughs, sweat profusely, and start to get the shivers and chills.
There he is, the legend. The man, the myth, the legend. Yeah.
You can't literally run a promotion just for the AEW, what do they call them, sickos?
Thank you very much, TikTok and AEW. See you tonight.
Tony Khan started telling people there's no such thing as long-term booking anymore. It's week to week.
The best guy's Tony Khan.
We just secured the bag.
It's not like I tried to be a character. It was just sort of happened naturally. But it was never something I intended. It was just something that happened because the wrestlers asked me to do things in matches, and I do them.
If you run a promotion just for the sickos, you're going to do 400,000 viewers eventually.
Effing Meltzer.
You know that SmackDown actually went over and everything?
Yeah. What's the point?
The point is SmackDown.
What are you getting at here?
That the DVRs didn't pick it up.
Did they not pick it up?
You know, mine didn't.
Let's get into everybody's favorite moment, and it is called Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week.
What would you like to listen to in your ears?
I'd like to hear the flute.
Well, if you'd like to flaunt your flute, then we can find you a flautist.
We have just secured the bag.
It doesn't help me.
Okay, so complain, but
I will complain.
Let me have my misery.
And when I heard that, I was like, what?
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
You gotta run a promotion for everybody. The sickos can be the ones that buy tickets first and spend the most money on the merchandise.
Because we have just secured the bag.
But like, you gotta promote for everybody. Then you'll have a lot of viewers.
I think we proved a lot of so-called experts. We made them look like idiots. We're not going anywhere. Tony Khan's not going anywhere.
You'll also be there on TNT. You'll be in 2 places at once. You'll be live on my favorite movie. Time God. So great, Pittsburgh.
It's not like I tried to be a character. It sort of happened naturally.
The best guy's Tony Khan.
Keep themselves safe.
What do we got? Super Dave, Pro Wrestle Clips. Tony Khan has Camille and Megan Baines sitting at home being paid since 2023 for nothing. Come on now. It's not going to be the pod calling some kettle black on that one. Truth is the truth. Vacker was more over than Monet. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm reading slow. Vacker was more over than Monet and is going to the big times. Absolutely. And I said that. I think I covered that show. In fact, I know we did. And I pointed out, I'm going to go back and listen to my own comments. But I did make a mental note. And I think I did point out that I thought she looked really good because I had never seen her before. And now that you pointed out, I don't want to say she looked better than Mercedes, but I think the expectation was a little higher for Mercedes, obviously. And perhaps Stephanie exceeded hers and perhaps Mercedes didn't. That's my take on it.
Apparently, Maeda would go all over the world, and he would challenge people in circuses. That's where you fought. Dude, he was having MMA fights all over the world. He was famous. This is what Jean-Jacques told me. I think Kano was his master. Apparently, something like they didn't want him to take these fights in these circuses and stuff anymore. So he took a fight in Mexico, and he wore a mask so he wouldn't get busted. And he was the one who started the mask wearing in pro wrestling. Maeda started it.
Were they caught?
That's what Jean-Jacques told me.